Definitely.
But guess what? We got a lot to talk about tonight too. So, of course, for anybody that doesn't know, Joe, Tori, Asia, David, Trapped in Anime Team. Follow us on all our socials.
Yeah.
So, you ready to just get into it?
I think so. Yeah, y'all can go ahead and start. I'm just checking, make sure we're everywhere. Y'all can go ahead and
All
start.
right. Well, as far as what we've been up to, we basically just got back from New York Comic Con. Sadly, Tori wasn't able to join us, but
Next time.
next time.
Next time.
But yeah, New York Comic Con was crazy. Asia, you want to give your thoughts first?
Oh, it was a whole movie, like
literally and figuratively.
Literally and figuratively, absolutely. Yeah, it was like a total nerd fest. Everybody just being nerds, and it felt like such a safe place. You know, I witnessed like two internet friends meeting in person for the first time.
Oh yeah, tell that story. That one was.
That was really interesting. So when we were, when I was waiting for Joe.
YouTube channels.
Do we have two?
One for the regular content and then one for the streams?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, we do.
What's up, Vince Arts?
What's up, Vince Arts?
Welcome.
What's up?
Starting our recap of New York Comic Con. Asia's about to tell us a really heartwarming story.
Oh, I witnessed something very heartwarming. I witnessed two gamer friends meeting in real life for the first time. So as I was waiting for Joe to come back so we could shoot some anime street survival videos, I was next to a girl and her father. The girl was probably about like 19, 20. And I kept listening to her and her dad. She was telling her dad, she's like, yeah, he said he'll be here really soon. He's wearing a white shirt. Oh, I think he sees me. I think he sees me. And the dad was like, okay, and you're telling me he drove 12 hours to come and meet you? And she goes, yeah. And the dad's like, oh, okay then. And then all of a sudden I see this guy in a white shirt come out of like the abyss of people.
That's crazy.
And they run into each other. They run to see each other and they go, oh my gosh, you're real. And then they like get excited, they hug, and then it's like awkward for a second because like you're just meeting this person
for the first time.
For the first time. And then they were just like, so do you want to like go find other people or something? And he shook the father's hand, and then they all three went off together to enjoy the convention.
That's pretty dope.
That's wholesome.
I thought that was very wholesome.
When he appeared out of the crowd, was he in slow motion? Did you see did you hear the soft rock music?
I feel like I heard the love angelic music when it happened.
The teen movie slow motion entrance.
No,
I heard it.
Conventions are great times to meet up with. I met a lot of my online friends at conventions, so that's always.
You know what, Tori? You probably you have done that. I remember you telling me stories about that.
Real fun. It's fun stuff. It's just like
meeting the gamer person.
Yeah, like you hear them all day, every day, and then when the link up happens, it's just like, damn, it's like first time seeing you, but I feel like I've known you my whole life. You know, it's real fun.
Mm-hmm.
So heartwarming.
Also, A1 Poppy, you're welcome.
What's happening?
I Noah. So that'll be Trap Team Clips, the YouTube page.
Mm-hmm.
Who's asking?
I Noah.
I Noah.
Okay, I'll post a link.
All right, awesome. Also, Armani Hassan Wilson. Yes, never underestimate the power of friendship. That's how about like 80% of anime battles are ended. But again, thank y'all for joining us.
And how the Pacers made it so far in the playoffs. The power of friendship.
They got the power of God and anime on their side. But nah, Comic-Con was wild. Like, maybe it's up there with DreamCon for me as far as like dopest conventions we went to.
Okay.
This one is definitely like a big one. You know, luckily, you know, it's not one where I'm super recognized just because there's so many people.
I heard you had quite the fan base approaching you.
Hear me out.
He did.
Yes, very much so, and I appreciate everybody. But
is it too late to get?
But the thing is, yes.
Damn it.
You gotta wait till next year. But the thing is, like, obviously the convention is so big, I'm not gonna get like stopped left and right by everybody. But there was still a sizable number of people that did recognize me and what we do with the content, so that was real cool.
Nice.
But now the actual experience of like filming the hot takes. First off, Ron Coms came in with another poster board worth of hot take. He had a list. If you checked out our socials, you'll see that we dropped another clip from his interview, and there's more, believe me. But there was a whole stretch where it was just interviews back to back. We had a line around the block, and I was just like, as soon as you get one, say my thank yous, appreciate you, and we keep it going. And then towards the end of it, we reach the end of the line, and then Asia comes up to me and is like, Joe, do you realize you've been standing here for 2 hours? And I'm like, no.
Conventions will do that to you.
And now that you mention it, yeah, my knee is a little stiff. So
Nah, definitely conventions. Like it's like when I go to conventions, like it's like my adrenaline is just up there. So like I don't feel hungry. I'll get thirsty, but like I be on my feet all day long, and I don't realize it until it's all over.
Mm.
That's when it hits me. But like the whole convention time, up hardly sleep, up the crack of dawn, and it's crazy.
yeah. Armani says NYCC 2010 was my very first con, like your first con period, or your first like NYCC con?
If your
First convention.
first con ever, that's a great one to start with.
Yeah, no, that's
pretty
about
dope.
as big as it gets. Good Lord. Dorian says, hey y'all, hope everything is well. I saw you met up with Cloudy. Yes, we did.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was cool.
Definitely love all the content. Nah, Cloudy was
Appreciate
mad cool. Did a great interview.
Oh yeah.
Would love to collaborate with him in the future. Glad we finally got the chance to meet, because it's like every time Tori, you met him at DreamCon,
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah, you
we
did.
weren't there. And then we go to DreamCon and he's not there.
Yeah.
And now we finally cross paths. The fated crossover the world never knew that it needed.
No, Cloudy's pretty dope.
Ron
No,
Combs is
100%.
here.
Ron
Speak
Combs.
of the
Combs,
devil.
what's happening?
You were just mentioning your hot take interview, bro. Nah.
For that
No.
again, another poster board.
And listen, Ron Combs be pissing people off because, like, when I posted the video, there was like 2 messages like, I saw this dude there, I hate him. And I was like, oh my god.
That's crazy.
Hey,
I kept
welcome
seeing,
to the
like,
hate
angry
club.
SpongeBob meme that he's back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Armani said that was the first con in general. That's a great one to start with.
Yeah. Nah, this was my first time at a NYCC, so that was like probably the biggest one I've been to date. Nah, it was crazy. Yeah, like I said, that whole 2-hour stretch, and I got the chance to play Resident Evil Requiem for a little bit.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to it, but I'm excited. But nah, that was dope. Of course, great cosplays everywhere. People was chilling, having a good time. People was bumping music. I prefer if they didn't do it while we were trying to record, but hey, what can you do? Jin Rummy, what's good?
What's up?
This is your friend, right?
Jen Rummy.
Yeah.
What up?
Welcome, welcome. David, how about your experience, man?
Overall, I thought New York Comic Con was massive. Like, that was the biggest thing. It was just so huge compared to other places. There are some spots you go to, especially on the in like the exhibit hall,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like, I mean, you're like back to back with everybody. You
Yeah.
can't move at all. Like, you were just in rush hour traffic.
No,
with
there was a
human
couple of points
bodies.
where I did almost get lost, and one where I did have to call, like, hey, where y'all at?
Yeah. So I thought overall convention was dope. It is huge. One of these days, we talked about this at the
Yeah.
con. One of these days, we need to. We're going to schedule in some time for us just to go as fans and viewers. Every time we go, we're working and getting interviews, which is great. We appreciate y'all. Love doing that. But we have not got to enjoy a full
Never.
con in a
Def-
while, maybe ever.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
take like an hour and a half break just to
I need more than that. I need like a whole
2 hours or
I want a day.
I want a day, yeah, because it's so much. I want to go to some panels and
Yeah.
stuff. Like, I want to go play some games, panels.
save that for a Sunday or something like Saturday, because Saturdays is my convention philosophy is Monday you go for the exhibit hall early deals. You try to get everything
You mean
before it's
Thursday?
gone.
Friday?
Friday, what'd I say?
You said Monday.
Monday. Okay.
That's when you get getting
My-
off the plane.
My brain. Friday is the day you go for the early deals and try to get the good stuff. Saturday is the day you go for the autographs and the meetups and the panels and all that. Sunday is the day you go for the deals because a lot of the vendors and all of that, they're trying to leave with as little as possible. So they're throwing deals, they're giving discounts and all of that. That's what you do on Sunday. So I mean, if you really want to, just relax and chill, Sunday is the day to just be able to just relax, downtime, and enjoy those deals. So that's what I think about coming.
Nice.
Indeed, indeed. We gonna get you up there next
Maverick
time.
Savage, what's happening?
You're
That's shout out to Maverick, one of the best reporters and interviewers from the Recorder.
Oh, nice.
Well, oh shoot.
What's up?
What's up, man?
Welcome.
What up?
Goodness.
That man be everywhere. He's been everywhere. That man's been interviewing the top notch, the upper crust of the NBA, WNBA, WWE, everything. That's the man right there.
Putting in work.
Telling you.
Other crazy. Okay, first off, we got to address the elephant in the room. When it comes to New York Comic Con, the overall weekend experience was phenomenal. But New York traffic, we've got to address that elephant in the room because y'all, I don't know how y'all do it. As I've stated before, at least with this group, if there were any two places that if I just said, you know what, I've reached the end of my journey in life, I've done all the striving and struggling and fighting, let me just chill somewhere and just plant my roots and just die fat and happy. And it's between Texas, because Texas got some good ass food, and New York. Now, I love New York. I love New York food. I love the atmosphere and all that. But the roads, bro, I don't know how y'all do it. The pedestrians don't care, and the drivers don't care.
You know, I just found out.
What's up?
I found out yesterday in New York, there's no pumping your own gas. I think Dave would like that. Like all the gas stations.
Oh yeah, some states do that. Yeah.
Wait, they have somebody pump gas?
Yeah.
In New York, they pump the gas for you. There's no public pumping in New York.
Well, see, I'll never experience that because I'm never driving in New York. I'm not doing it. I will drive in Chicago.
I think
maybe even I'll settle for LA. I guess I'll get a recap of how bad that is in like next month. But New York, that's no. I'm talking, we will have cars that are like this close from each other. One person is trying to force their way into another lane, and the other one's trying to force them way past so they can't force their way into another lane. It's a disaster waiting to happen. Booty holes clenched sitting in the car. I'm like slamming on an imaginary brake from the passenger seat like I'm a driving instructor. I can't do it.
I wonder what the insurance is looking like out there.
Joe, and whoever, honestly. Yeah. Can we fix the framing? Joe's like almost cut off, and then we got like so much room on the other side. Y'all see it?
Yeah.
Can we adjust that before we get too deep?
What up, Mo? I see you. Forgot his name off the top of my head, but okay. Well, I'm gonna have to wait to read it. Does that look better?
Way better.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Joe was like cut off, and he had so much room on the other side.
Yeah.
I need to get the frame a little bit better.
I spotted the Nerds for Literature guy in a clip. Love that work. Well.
Tony Weaver.
Tony Weaver. Oh yeah. No, listen.
I mean,
Tony was cool, man. I'm really glad that he granted us an interview. It was so funny because like I think we had asked him, "Hey man, are you down for an interview?" He was like, "Man, I would, but I gotta call my mom, man. I don't know what's going on." I was like, "Hope she's okay, man." And he left, and then he came back, said, "Call my mom," and then he hopped in an interview. So that was dope.
Yeah.
Appreciate Tony for granting us an interview because he's huge. He does a lot of really cool stuff.
No, Tony was mad cool. Did a great interview.
I met him this year at
Dang, you met everybody.
No, we were at the airport.
Don't you know how criminally popular Tory is?
Oh, I know.
Y'all talk about me.
I'm not popular.
Tory, I swear.
No,
if you went to go see Dave Chappelle in town when he was here, I would not have been the least bit surprised if after the show you're like, "Hey, y'all want to meet him?" What, you know Dave? Oh, me and Dave go way back. You know, like I would not have been the least bit surprised, bro. You be getting around.
Nah, I met him.
Damn. What was that? Your iPhone?
Whoa, bro.
It was the iPhone or the Android?
Don't look at that.
Wait, bro, hold on. No. You got to pull that back up, bro. I saw a phone break in half.
What was it?
Explain yourself,
bro.
Was that your iPhone?
No, that wasn't.
Okay, good. Never mind then. We can move on.
Yeah. Joe, one thing I wanted to ask you something about New York. Do you like how it just never sleeps there?
I had to talk about that.
I mean, of course, definitely, you know, okay, look, the fact that you can get like we don't have damn near any 24-hour restaurants or whatever.
Not since COVID
anymore. Yeah.
The only thing that's 24 hours around here is White Castles
and Speedway.
And we don't want that.
Speedway, yeah.
No, we don't want to.
But even the kitchen ain't 24 hours.
Penguin meat, ain't that what it is? I thought somebody said it was penguin meat.
Oh, I wouldn't put it past White.
Adrian, we got to get acai bowls. What do you think about?
I saw that. Y'all was flexing with that.
Being able to get an acai bowl at 9:00 at night, it was such a luxury.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because all the places here to get a healthy anything almost, especially an acai bowl, everything closes like 7:00.
Yeah.
And so the 9 p.m. acai bowl, I almost shed a little bit of a thug tear. I'm not gonna lie, it was great. That was great.
Here.
But a con to the fact that New York never sleeps. I don't know if y'all struggled with like physically sleeping, but
No,
our
this
second
isn't just
night,
loud.
Yeah.
it was just loud. Like
True.
I'm used to that.
they have traffic at 2 a.m.
Yeah, yeah.
They're still there. It's like
I mean,
they.
of
I
course.
mean, but
they
y'all
keep
were
running and
y'all were in a busy area.
We're in Times
Y'all
Square.
stayed.
Yeah.
Where'd y'all stay? Tell them where y'all stayed at.
Hold on. I got to give Sony credits. Thank you, Sony, for
Thank
hooking
you,
us up.
Sony.
We stayed in a very nice, the Intercontinental. There was the John Wick. Like, I mean, like,
Right.
had
Where
us
was
up
it
in
at
there.
though? Where was the
It was in Times Square,
Times
you know?
Square.
It was pretty
Yeah.
Times Square, yeah.
No, and Times Square is as mesmerizing as it seems in television. I think seeing it in person outdoes like
Wait,
what I've seen on the news and everything.
didn't they have like rose petals and a carpet to pick y'all up?
Nothing like all
No,
that.
it was
Well, no,
not
man,
actually.
they did give us Sony hooked us up with a driver and got us to
Back
and
and forth.
from.
He had
Yeah.
He had the whole like the whole sign like this.
Yeah, he had a little something, you know what I'm saying? Just so we know how to find them. Yeah, it was Sony hooked us up. We appreciate them.
100%.
Oh
100%.
man.
Dang, how come Xbox never gave us that kind of treatment, bro? Microsoft, where you at, bro?
Probably
down-
because they've heard you call them trash.
Yeah, that's why you done blocked our blessing, Joe. That's what it is. They would have called us.
Yeah, no collaboration with Xbox or Drake.
I'm
none
down
of
to
that.
work with Microsoft. Microsoft, if you're listening, slide through the
I have
DM.
no issues with you. I'm not loyal to no console, so
I got both consoles, so I'm not tripping.
Wait, what's that?
What?
What's that?
Beer.
Yeah, ain't no beer. What you got? Energy drink?
No, it's
Ron Comes we should check out the Rockefeller Center.
you know what we did when we went to Manhattan? Wasn't that Rockefeller Plaza there? We walked past the Today Show.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we didn't get to go inside or anything, but yeah. No, that was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, overall, I would say from our limited experience of New York Comic Con, as far as like the activities and stuff, and not just recording, it seems dope. Like it seems like they have so much going on, so much fun, so much games. I like the fact that like, I mean, everybody is there. I mean, I think Netflix, Bandai, Namco, Marvel's there, Disney's there, Hallmark was there. I mean,
Dove was handing out deodorant there.
Not just that.
They've been watching these convention videos.
Oh yeah,
they was like, we could get in on that.
And
I think we need to specify. It was a deodorant body spray.
Oh yeah, no, Dove, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, because great marketing though for them to hand out.
Of course,
you know,
of course. I know because multiple times at DreamCon, there's been a guy that would walk around with a sign, and he would have like a basket filled with deodorant, just passing it around. Because like my thing is, you spend all this money to go to a convention. You flew however far as you did or drove, and you show up to a convention filled with a bunch of cool shit and a bunch of people, and you out here musty.
You know who I blame?
Like how you there's that shouldn't even be an option. Like you shouldn't. Damn. Should I go have a good time?
I don't think that's it though. So some people don't shower, period.
But that's my thing.
What if it's like accidental musty? Like
there's no accident.
Yes, there is.
Their cosplay is causing them to sweat a little bit extra.
No. That's why that's why deodorant is there. Like there's no.
Yeah, but let's say they put some on and it's just.
What if you forgot to put it on deodorant? You ever be
There's
rushing?
no forgetting.
No,
hold on. There's no forgetting.
Hold on. You never. Wait a second. You telling me that you've never been rushing and forgot to put on deodorant in your life?
How are you rushing? You literally. That should have been the main thing you did.
Like there's still also a very clear obstacle because if you're in cosplay, especially if you've got some elaborate shit on, especially if your head is covered, if your body is covered from head to toe, you are going to break a sweat.
No,
that is why I cannot wear my Batman costume like anywhere if it's like over 20 degrees out because it's fucking hot.
It's okay to sweat, but don't be out here musty. Like you could put on deodorant and still sweat, but you ain't gonna be musty like that. Like,
but you don't have any empathy for the dude that
hell no.
So the dude who was going to a convention.
What that meme say? When it was like, did you wash your ass today? Like, there's no reason why you should go to a convention.
What memes you be running across?
Yeah, internet, y'all know what I'm talking about.
They do.
Yeah. I hope so.
No, but listen, like, there's no way you should spend all this money to go to a convention and be out here stinking.
What about the dudes that don't shower in general?
Then you don't need to be going to the convention.
This is why you don't invite Smash.
You need to stay home.
To your convention, bro.
Stay home in the atmosphere.
But here's the thing: some people don't know that they smell. Like some people just go ODB.
They don't have no real friends or family there. If nobody's telling you stink, then there's a problem.
You got props.
If I walk past you, no.
Hold on, for the,
If I can smell you before I even get close to you, that's a problem.
for the clip, give the whole context and explain your point.
If you go to a convention and you're not using deodorant, what are you doing with your life? Like your priorities is all types of fucked up. I was like, oh damn, I could smell good and put this cosplay on, but I'd rather just not smell good and put this You trying to savor the flavor of funk.
What the fuck?
That's terrible. That's terrible. Don't go no. If you have a choice to put on deodorant or not put on deodorant, it shouldn't be a choice. You should always put it on.
Look, I'll say this. For anybody out there, especially cosplayers, take whatever precautions you can leading into a convention, but I will still also go after this target, airlines.
Yeah.
Because they be putting them ounce limits on what you can bring with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
But they have but all these stores
True, they got
travel.
like what if you broke?
Steal it. Steal it. If something wrong with your sweat glands and you out here stinking, steal it. There's no reason why you should be out here stinking. They got Dollar Tree. They got free. Listen,
this is the same dude that talked about pirating anime. In that
I don't
regard,
care.
I'm glad you didn't come with us because Chainsaw Man would have kicked us out the door.
If you go into
hey, Tori, you gonna watch Chainsaw Man, the Reze arc in theaters? Nah, I'm a sail the high seas. Never work with us again, bro.
It should be a crime. It should be a crime to be at a convention and stinking. They should do like a deodorant check before you even get in there. Lift
like
your arms up.
Metal detectors.
The funk.
Nope.
Detector.
Go back. Go back.
That's trifling.
Go back. They should be when they wanding you down. They should have somebody with their finger out.
Finger. Whoa.
Or something. With a glove on. With a glove on.
Would you do that?
Would you one of them?
Nah, you doing too much now, bro.
Would you do that job?
I'm just saying.
Would you do that job though?
They paying $35 an hour for you to finger people's arm.
Are you doing that job?
For you to check people's armpits if they stinking before they come into the
how
convention.
You sound right now, bro.
That's how extreme it's gotta be. Listen.
You can go to prison and not have to do that job. Just hit them with the hose, delousing powder, and send them to their cell.
I'm just saying, at conventions, the same reason why they checking for people with weapons, they should be checking people for funk. That's like terrible.
This dude is crazy.
I'm just saying.
But would you do that job?
Would I do that job?
Yeah.
They paying $35 an hour.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'll do it.
Where are you working in the year of our Lord 2025 where anybody is paying you over?
Swing law. That's what it is.
I know it says y'all should sell trapped in deodorant.
Trapped in deodorant.
That should be it. Like you got to think. You got some dude walking by, and he has his own domain expansion of funk. And you gotta throw some deodorant at him just to quell that fury. Like,
oh my God.
I feel like that should be a thing. There's no reason why people should be out here funky at a convention when these tickets ain't cheap.
Look,
the deodorant should have been the first thing on your list. Every convention there should be a to-do list. There should be a list of things. Everybody, when you leave the house, what you check? Phone, wallet, keys, maybe charger.
Nakim, I'm so sorry. I come into the chat and the first thing I hear is using the hose, bro. I'm so sorry. Look, there's context, as Dave would say.
I'm saying
really quick, Nakim, what level are you on in Pokemon Go now?
Oh, we're gonna talk about that.
We're gonna talk about that, but what's your level now?
All right, we gotta move on to the next topic, y'all. All right, another thing we got to do at New York Comic Con. What do you say?
Nothing.
Oh,
play Resident Evil
another
9?
thing we got. We'll get to that. Okay. But another thing we did there was we got to see, and thank you to Sony, we got to see Chainsaw Man the movie. No, Chainsaw Man the movie Reze arc.
Yes.
And we posted some content about it. Definitely check that out. Do we want to give our spoiler-free reviews on this? Asia, you want to?
I've been hearing a lot of high praise for it.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of high praise.
Asia, you want to give us?
Wonder where you heard
start us off?
Let me go second. Joe, go ahead.
All right. Right off the bat, great movie. I'll just say my quote unquote negatives. I'll just get them out the way now. If you left the anime feeling like, okay, I need more, I want the story to continue, you're definitely going to get that feeling at the end of the movie. There's definitely more story to tell, as anybody who's probably been keeping up with the manga knows. But that being said, the ride from start to finish was still great. it's interesting because like the first half of the movie is like very romance, push and pull, will they, won't they? And then you're like, wow, this is all some great character moments, but man, where's the action? Oh, there it is. Oh, damn. Maybe we need to slow back and go to the romance, but not a bad thing at all because the animation goes crazy. I think it gives you a little bit of anything that you could possibly want out of it. It gives you that sort of animation where it's like you can see it and you're keeping up with what's going on, and it's like the choreography and the creative use of the powers is there. And then towards the end, it just kicks up to 11. You on an acid trip of action. An action acid trip. It was great. Again, and then it rounds it all out with the character moments, the mix of 2D and 3D animation, which they made a very big point about in the panel.
Yeah.
Seamless. Like I had to
Colorful.
like really think about it to actually spot it, but like the art style was so consistent.
So
the visual metaphors. I don't hear enough people talking about this. I mean, I ain't gonna spoil nothing for you, but really well done. Because it's like you're sitting there and you're in this wholesome moment, and then the audio is like very upbeat, but then there's like this underlying thing to it. The music is dope, by the way. And then you have this visual metaphor on screen. It's like, oh no, something ain't right. There's a problem here. But I ain't gonna spoil it for you. Go watch the movie.
So it's theater worthy.
I'd say so, yeah, 100%. I mean, I liked it better than that Superman movie. I don't know what else to tell you than that, but
Yeah, so for me, I, in full honesty, did not care for the first season of Chainsaw Man.
What?
Um,
Oh, you told me that,
yeah, I thought Denji's motivation was dumb. There wasn't enough Pachita.
Pachita is always with us.
There wasn't enough of Pachita. Aki,
he's part of him. He's him.
no, I want the
here, Asia.
little dog with the chainsaw on his head.
This is what the conventions are for. You get to take pictures with him. So.
I did, fortunately. I did, fortunately. Well, with the little figure of it, not the actual.
You didn't do a big one?
Oh no,
line was too long.
Line too long. But Aki was like the only character that I liked. But after seeing this movie, I have to say I empathize with Denji a lot more now. His character development has been amazing. I'm not so irritated with him as a character anymore. And just go see this movie when it comes out October 24th.
That is a pretty common thing that we heard from the interviews that we did after the screening, where some of the people that, whatever they felt about the characters, whether they liked them or not, after the movie, they walked away with an even deeper appreciation of the characters.
I really did.
Nah, the writing in the movie is great.
It's so good.
Yeah. My thoughts, I loved it. I thought that the animation was incredible. The music was great. We got to learn a little bit more about the characters. And I felt like I got to understand Denji a little bit more because there was some things they touched on in the anime that, I mean, in the movie.
Yeah.
There was some things they touched on in the Chainsaw Man movie that I feel like maybe were glossed over a little bit in the anime. And one of the things was like, I forgot how young Denji is.
Like what was he like? What, 16, 17?
Yeah, he's a kid. So it's like, man, I kind of forgot about that part.
He's been putting his life on the line for real.
And that's why I feel like I judged him too harshly.
But here's the thing: he went from being homeless, eating garbage,
selling organs.
Yeah, selling organs, being homeless, eating literal garbage,
doing tricks for
moldy trash food just to survive. And then he went from that to protecting people and having to kill monsters and all of that. Like, I mean, he's already at the bottom. Anything he does after that is just is a step up.
Yeah.
Dave, for not to give you ammunition, because I know you're gonna take this to the bank, but Asia, now granted, I know you can't 100% relate to this because when you broke as shit and you need some struggle food, I ain't gonna lie. I've been there where some bread and some honey, that'll make your day.
Yeah.
If you ain't got nothing else.
Or some syrup.
I've been there too. I'm just saying, Asia. You know, when you got nothing, when you coming up from struggles, I'm just saying that toast and that honey, that can keep you going for quite a while. So Denji, I understand. You focus a little too hard on a couple things, but I get it. Because as long as you have some sort of dream or goal or whatever, as long as it's keeping you going and as long as it's helping you get the job done, hey, mission accomplished. So good on you. Keep at it, and then once you reach that goal, then you go for another one. That's how it works.
Yeah. What they say?
What else did you think of the movie?
I think too, and I mean, when it came to Denji, the reason that I like Denji also is like, I felt like at first, like me and you were being really hard on him because, like, man, his life is so terrible. Why isn't he trying to fix these other things? And instead, he's focused on trying to like get a girl and grab breasts and things like that and
Yeah.
stuff. And I see Side Sidak on YouTube. We are going to talk about the Xbox handheld later in the stream.
100%. Also, Vince Arts, I see you understand. You remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances. So we've been there. But Dave, continue.
No. The reason that I feel like after being hard on him, and I really thought about it, I was like, okay, when people, I think it's human nature. When people are going through struggles, or they have things they need to do, or they're drowning in debt, or this, or just going through issues. No, this is not about anybody personally. This is just in general. No, this is about nobody personally. Esther Grace, what's up?
Brokey couch over.
No, what I'm saying is, when humans go through struggles or are dealing with issues, in most cases, a lot of people do other things to distract from like that thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I'm gonna just go and it could be anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go and ignore my problems and go drink. And I'm not saying this is what they should do, but they go drink. They go, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it could be it could be read book, play a game, food. It's just any things outside of the problem. And I'm saying Denji kind of like from the life. And I think for him,
from reality.
Exactly. So I feel like him wanting to get a girl and grab breasts is the distraction from how terrible his life is. And I think that's a very human thing to do.
It's like when you've gone through so much, like even the smallest bit of
and that's what I'm saying. That's why for me, I do, when I got past the like, man, what is this like gooner dude, all he cares about? But I'm like, you know what? It's actually pretty realistic for a guy to do that.
But here's the thing though. Even when that was his goal, he wasn't really actively pursuing it. You know what I'm saying? It was just his goal.
Yeah.
And it was just something to keep him motivated, even though he wasn't actively pursuing it.
Yeah. But I definitely like the theme, of course, that carries throughout the show and the movie, of like, you do all the striving for this particular goal, but what you gonna do when you get there? And it's like it does force him to question, like, damn, I've tried so hard now, I've finally done this. Now what? So again, there's like a lot of substance there about dream fulfillment and all that stuff. So I think there's definitely substance on top of the style. So I dig it.
But that also lets you know how long he's been so low.
In the trenches.
That one goal was all that he. That one goal was all that he had, because like and I look at it like he probably didn't think that would ever happen. That's why he never really had another goal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Another thing, when we stayed for the credits, of course, and Mappa did an incredible job on it. One thing I saw in the credits was another anime studio, my personal favorite anime studio. It said Wit Studio actually helped a lot with the animation. They were in the credits and stuff. For those that don't know, Wit Studio did the first few seasons of Attack on Titan, Goated Studio, ODM gear, 3D scenes, changed the game, impacted anime forever, you know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. So it's just fast. I mean, that's a little bit, you know.
Oh, man.
I mean, look, we know Dave at this point.
But no, it was dope though. So Chainsaw Man, it comes out October 24th.
Wait a minute.
Recommend anybody to check it out in theaters when it comes out.
What rank did y'all didn't give?
Oh, rank. I would say personal, I give it a 9.
Okay.
Chainsaw Man. Yeah.
Oh, it's a 9 for me as well.
Joe, you said 11.
I'd say a 9.
Oh.
Yeah. And I would say my only reason it's not a 10 is almost like, it's not even fully fair. It's almost selfishly, I just want to know a little bit more about certain things. Like,
but that's not what the movie was for.
I know. So
it's
maybe
the next.
So maybe it's not even fair that I'm giving that a point off. Maybe it's higher, honestly, because as a fan, I'm like, man, I want to know about this door and this and blah, 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 and other stuff. So you may not get all the answers from season 1 here. Imagine this is like almost a side
quest. You're going to have more questions, actually.
Actually, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You're actually going to have more questions after this movie.
Yeah. Which, on that note, sorry it took forever to get to the question. Noah, you said, do I need to have seen the show to enjoy it?
Oh.
In my opinion, I would probably say yes. Yeah. It definitely helps. But at the same time, it's not a huge investment to really get caught up with. Because, okay, so in case you haven't figured out, I got caught up with Chainsaw Man. Yes, I actually watched something new. See, I can put in the effort, but I knocked it out pretty much within a day because it's only 12 episodes. I was on the treadmill, getting my steps in, had the anime playing, took a break, booted up on the computer, watched the rest. So I was cool.
So you can do 12 episodes a day, or can you do more than that?
He's trying to.
I can watch 12. I can do
see.
12 episodes
I didn't
of a
say anything.
completely different show. How
I
about
didn't say
that?
anything. I
I know.
if we do the
I
math,
think that
Joe,
was
12 episodes a day, you probably could get caught up on One Piece in less than a year. By that math.
I wasn't.
By that math.
I wasn't thinking about that, but that's a good point you got.
Okay,
You know?
Or even better, I can just get through the other shows that are already on my list to watch.
Yeah.
In that time that it would take me to get to One Piece, I could watch like
but
14 other shows.
You said you watched it while on the treadmill and all of that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, watching One Piece while you work out.
Why I got to watch One Piece? Why can't I just watch something else?
Experience.
I want to watch other stuff. Can I watch Jinro?
I mean, I guess in between.
Can I watch Cyber? Like, there's so much other stuff I can watch. Why does everything got to come back? We're not talking about One Piece right now. We're talking about Chainsaw.
Hey, I didn't bring it up. I didn't bring. I was just co-signing. That's all. My bad.
Fake figures.
Day one I'm back on Instagram says that's how I got caught up on One Piece. So 12 episodes a day.
For you, man.
But that's our review of Chainsaw Man, the movie The Reze arc. Definitely check it out October 24th.
Definitely.
Moving on to our next topic, we're going to talk a little bit about the K-pop Demon Hunters live action. But before that, what are our thoughts on K-pop Demon Hunters? I know we've all seen it at this point. Asia, you saw it recently. Let's start with you. What's your overall thoughts on K-pop Demon Hunters before we talk about the live action?
Oh, it was really cute. I liked it.
K-pop Demon Hunters?
Yeah. I like the music a lot. Some of it's like good enough to like listen like outside of outside of the movie, which I really appreciate because that's how you know it's really good music.
That's cool. Yeah.
Oh, but we have a special guest in the chat here.
Barry Allen?
Barry Allen.
What up, Barry Allen on YouTube?
But which?
Wait a minute.
Certainly later than this one.
Wait, Dorian says, has there ever been an anime hot take that you had to maybe kind of step in to defend a guest? I know people feel some vastly different ways about One Piece. I had to do that, actually.
Yeah, but Joe usually lets people give their opinion. You might even, in a nice way, co-sign it type thing. You're not trying to debate them right there on the spot. You know that's going to happen anyway.
Of course.
It's more about getting their take out in most cases, right?
Yeah, look, I'm just there. Y'all are the stars of the show, so I just let y'all say whatever you want, and I try to elevate the entertainment as much as I can, but I've got the easiest job in the house. I ain't gonna lie.
Addie Kachan, I'm sorry if I'm saying her name wrong, asking, how do you watch...
There we go.
Oh, there we go. How do you watch 12 episodes of One Piece a day? That feels like there's not enough time in the day to do that.
Because like each episode is like 20, 25 minutes. I mean, people spend hours upon hours doom scrolling on TikTok.
Hold on, let's do the math. How long is that? Someone who does math. What is 20 minutes times... That's 220. Who does math? I don't know.
My brain hurts already. Look, let me put it this way. The way that I was able to pull it off, one, I'm waiting to start another job, so I've got nothing but time right now for one. So, yeah, unemployment definitely helps. And then two, if I'm going to make the time to watch the show, I might as well multitask a little bit. And again, it was only like, 12 episodes?
Yeah.
As opposed to over 1,000?
It's crazy. I mean, people were watching it before it hit 1,000 episodes. Like that's just like an excuse at this point, because at first it was like, oh, it's 500 episodes. It's 600. I'm not gonna watch that. Now I said just keep moving the goalposts. Like first, before it was 1,000 episodes, what was the excuse then?
Sounds to me like One Piece just needs to hurry up and get the story over.
Before it was the number of episodes, people were like, oh, I don't like the artwork. That's why I'm not watching it. Oh, what?
I'm gonna wait to watch it when they do when Wit Studio does the animation.
So you're gonna wait till there's more episodes?
No, I'm gonna wait. I'm cool with starting over.
He wants the One Piece Kai.
And I want like I said, like the older episodes are just a little rough. No shade. It was just the time. I'm being a little bit of a snob here. I don't deny. But I'm hyped for the new One Piece. I like One Piece. Yeah.
You like One Piece?
Yes, I like the movies. I was just watching the movie. I was trying to get through One Piece Red recently. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. People are asking in the chat, so we're going to switch topics here to talk about the ROG Ally X. If you guys don't know, Xbox has released their new handheld.
Were we talking about K-pop Demon Hunters for a second?
We're switching topics real quick.
Okay, never mind.
Well, there's so many questions there. So we'll get to three comments about it. We'll come back. But yeah, so Xbox has released their new handheld, the Asus ROG Ally X. IGN specifically gave it a 9 out of 10, calling it amazing. They said from its easy use experience and its excellent chip, it's one of the best PC gaming handhelds to have right now. And for context, it plays Xbox games, of course, Game Pass, and then it also can access your Steam library. So
this sounds like a fantastic product. How much does it run for?
it costs $1,000.
And
Can I stream Netflix on it?
Probably, yeah, you can because out the Xbox app, so I assume it does. But I assume yes. But
will it fit in my purse?
A decently sized. It's probably a little bit bigger than a Switch.
Well, I have another question.
So, but I mean, are you considering? I mean, what?
Can I play The Sims on it?
Yeah.
The Sims,
I don't see
the Sims are on Game Pass.
But you don't think is $1,000 a little bit much for a handheld, or what? What do you think?
I mean, you're essentially getting 2 game systems.
Okay.
So you're paying the price of 2 game systems, right?
Technically, you're getting a Steam Deck and an Xbox. So Tori is correct. So I mean, Asia, for you though, price range, is that too high?
$1,000 is a lot, especially in comparison to the PS5.
How much do you pay for the new iPhone?
That's different.
I don't. My daddy pays for it.
Oh, my bad. Must be new iPhone. What? $1,500, right?
Probably $1,000.
Well,
hold on, wait a second. Don't act like iPhones are way more expensive than a good Galaxy. Come on, you know that the Galaxy or a Google Pixel the same price.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
Well, Mr. Jewell, I have a question. So this all sounds like a fantastic value, but the price is a little steep. But we might be able to work with it. That Game Pass thing you talk about. How does that work? I'm a little out of the loop.
I feel like I can interject in there because the Game Pass.
Another satisfied customer. Go ahead.
Game Pass. Listen, I have no qualms with it. Because the whole price up for the Game Pass. People jumped the gun. They were like, "Oh, get rid of it. I'm out of here." Okay, that's fine. You can do that. People who kept their Game Pass pay the original price. They didn't get the price jump.
That's interesting. So let me break that down because that seems kind of interesting. So you're saying that Microsoft has implemented some kind of a loyalty test to its consumers without their prior knowledge?
Every company does.
Do we switch
like
topics?
What?
We kind of did.
There's a couple people asking about what do we think of the new Wolverine game?
All right.
Oh, where's that? Hold on, where's it? Who act?
Side act. And what about the new Wolverine game?
I mean, it looks cool.
Oh yeah, I mean, and it's made by the same people who made the Spider-Man game.
Insomniac.
Something else.
Yeah, Insomniac game.
And then when PS6 releases, the PSP2 will come out. I think it will be better.
We don't need that.
PlayStation's technology has never been better than Xbox's technology. That is a fact, proven fact. The only thing that PlayStation has is the exclusives.
But what good is the technology if y'all ain't got
I'm just saying the interface and all of that has always been
by that metric. You can just get a PC and you'll get all those games. You'll get them running better, and then you can get all the Steam games.
I mean,
too.
but who's going to lug around their desktop PC everywhere they go?
Addie Chan says $1,000 is too much. People
for
are
a handheld,
regardless when it comes to game systems. So why milk loyal people?
Now hold on, wait. So Maverick Savage here says that Game Pass low key not worth it. But I figured if I'm paying $1,000 for this piece of shit, shouldn't Game Pass be a good value for me as a new consumer?
Well, here's the thing. I will say this, Joe. If you have the money to buy $1,000 gaming console, then Game Pass is probably not a big deal to you. Because, you know what I'm saying? That's a premium expense.
If I've got $1,000 to spare to get a new gaming console, I can just buy or upgrade my PC.
No, but if you want a handheld, though. If you want to be able to carry it on a plane and places like that and stuff.
Some people don't want to wait to get home.
Yeah, some people
play the game.
Some people want to play in bed and places like that. So it's I get the appeal of the handheld, but it is kind of pricey.
What you mean, kind of, bro?
It's pricey, yes. Listen, I think it's crazy that the handheld costs more than the console. We've never seen that. Nintendo always was what
is that? The price of convenience?
Okay, but Nintendo always the consoles were always more expensive than the handheld.
Yeah.
Because it's like now it's like the choice between an Xbox Series X or S and a ROG Ally. The ROG Ally is more expensive.
What the fuck are these names, bro? Xbox is so fucking terrible with naming their consoles. ROG Ally. What the fuck is that, bro? Did Low Tier God come up with the name of this shit? The Xbox Series X, S, S Plus, X Unlimited. Man, make up your fucking mind.
I mean, I feel like you know, Rogue, right?
Rogue.
And then you got Ally because you Steam and Xbox. I don't know.
Well, actually, I think what it was Asus already had it, and then they just attached their name to it.
Oh, that's whack as fuck, man.
That is what happened though, because they had a ROG Ally last year without the Xbox interface, which is Microsoft, and Xbox is working with them now for this. So
can you even really give Xbox credit for it if there's somebody else?
It's still Microsoft, so yeah. I mean, you
know, on paperwork, sure.
Now, Joe, price aside, they're saying that it's a very impressive piece of tech that is playing these games at high fidelity.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting decent battery life, and you can play your Steam games on it. I mean, take the hate aside, outside of the price, that is kind of cool, right? I mean, Steam and Xbox games.
I mean, this sounds wonderful. And okay, first off, Xbox don't really have no games. And second, ain't nobody buying this shit anyway. So
you don't think it's gonna do well?
Hell no.
Asia, what about you? What are your thoughts on?
Did you forget what year we're in? Damn. Who's out here got $1,000 to blow on an Xbox handheld of all things?
Asia,
you got people out here struggling to eating syrup sandwiches, and you trying to make you think they're gonna set money aside. You think little Timmy is gonna burden his family? Mommy, I want an Xbox ROG Ally, whatever the fuck, Warthog, whatever it's called, for Christmas. Timmy,
some people might.
Do you see this price? You need to get a job, but I'm 8. That's the only way we're gonna get this stupid thing.
Wait a minute, some people might be eating them syrup sandwiches so they can afford to get it.
If you have to choose,
they making sacrifices for what they want.
If you got to choose between your food and sustenance and a Microsoft Xbox,
wait a minute. What did the Warrior say?
You got problems.
What did the Warrior say? Sometimes it's more than food or water or sleep.
Who said that?
The Warrior.
Oh, Asia. What about you?
The fact you have to quote a convicted felon.
Do you think that people will buy this? I mean, what are your thoughts?
I'm slightly skeptical because I mean, we wouldn't buy it. I don't think. No.
Speaking of things that you purchased, you mentioned that Spider-Man game earlier, as almost as if you had like firsthand experience of actually playing it.
I'll pass it to Asia. Asia, because you
fill us in. I thought y'all were Xbox.
You hooked me up, so I don't want to tell the story. Asia, I give you credit. What break it down? What went down? And why did you do it?
So here's what happened. After this Game Pass debacle, we decided that we wanted to take our services elsewhere. So what we decided was we were going to get a PS5. So I went out and I bought my husband a PS5 and he set it up for us. And we have been enjoying it ever since. But here's the thing. The problem with y'all is y'all are too loyal to just one single console. Okay, you need to treat these consoles like hoes. When you're not satisfied with the service, move on to the next one.
First off, as a married couple, I question where this logic came from. But second, I ain't loyal to one console. I just hate Xbox. So that's the key there. I will never defend that financially.
You hate Xbox because of that scratched up game that you rented. That's why you hate Xbox.
I hate Xbox because they have consistently failed since the beginning of them even having their foot in the console market.
Okay, but Joe, question. You don't think there's a market for a handheld that plays Steam and Xbox games?
There is, but you probably ain't going to sell much of it with the price.
Okay, how about this?
But one more thing, though, too.
You can't separate the price from the value.
What if it was with PlayStation then? What if it was Steam and PlayStation? Would that make it worth it?
That'd be better, but I still probably wouldn't buy it.
Too. There is an Xbox ROG Ally, I believe, S that's cheaper. That one is almost. I'll double check, but I believe it's around $500 or $600 for that one. So there is a cheaper model.
It's kind of like how the Oculus and all them work. Like if you want the one with less memory and all that, pay the lower price. If you want the one with maxed out memory, get this one. Like, I mean, you're paying for what you're getting, pretty much.
$599 for the other one.
So what's the major difference between the two?
I think it's just basically just the tech, graphics, chip size, things like that. So it's like it's not going to play your games at the highest quality. It'll be lower quality. If you're cool with that,
like 1080p or something, or what?
I gotta look and see how low. I'm not sure, but it is
4K.
less.
4K.
Well, I'm talking about the smaller one.
No, bigger one.
Oh, that one might be. I don't know, but
it better be at that price. Also, Scott Stallworth, yes. First off, welcome to the stream. Second, yes, failed. Stay in last place.
My God.
And as the days and the years go on, there are fewer and fewer, damn near no reasons to get an Xbox at this point. I don't care what warm fuzzies you had playing Halo 3 with your bros, with the boys.
Well, we was playing Halo. What was y'all playing?
In the group chat. I don't give a damn.
What was y'all playing? Y'all wasn't playing nothing.
Who?
Not when the Halo was running the game. What was y'all playing?
Who are you talking? Who are you asking?
PlayStation and computer folk. What was y'all playing when Halo was running the game?
Exclusives?
1, 2, and 3. What exclusives was y'all playing?
I mean, you wasn't playing Spider-Man on PS4.
What exclusives was y'all playing when Halo 1, 2, and 3?
Oh no, okay. At one point, yes, Halo was king. At one point, we can't deny that. That's a fact.
But now it's going to other consoles.
The franchise died.
Dead, and it's no longer exclusive.
Okay, but back to Game Pass too. So Xbox basically put out a statement saying that if you kept it, the price is not increasing. So a lot of people who stayed loyal, like Tori, get to do that. Now, on the other side, Asia, you were talking about why we bought it and this. How do you feel about the decision from Game Pass to Xbox to PlayStation?
Oh, I love it over here in PlayStation Land. I do. I'm having a good time with it. I've been playing Lego Harry Potter. I was able to redo my Sims.
All it's on Game Pass.
It's also on PlayStation Plus.
Y'all kept y'all.
But here's the thing.
But it's not like I'm an unsatisfied customer over here. But I'm still able to do the things I want to do. I'm still able to watch the Spider-Man gameplay that he does.
And to transition, I don't want to cut you off. Is that it?
Good.
Okay. I will say this, as somebody who's had both, and remember, I'm unbiased. I'm a Nintendo gamer. I don't even care either one, Xbox, PlayStation. But I will say this, the games that I have experienced so far on PlayStation Plus are better than most games on Xbox Game Pass. Spider-Man, Ratchet and Clank, and the Uncharted series, and God of War. I don't think there's anything close to these award-winning games on Game Pass. Now, I will say, I do miss Game Pass for one thing. Having Call of Duty on there is tough. Like that was dope. I did enjoy playing Call of Duty on Xbox on Game Pass.
Call of Duty, I guess. But
yeah, I like Call of Duty. Yeah. So I will say I miss that, and I may have to buy the new one if it gets good reviews and everything and stuff. But overall, like the Spider-Man game, Tori, is there a game that's won more awards than Spider-Man and God of War and Uncharted that's on Game Pass? You know what I'm saying?
How about their exclusives?
Yeah, they have some good games on there, but nothing compared to that. I mean, we're talking about games that these are Game of the Year Game of the Year winners. I don't think there's that many Game of the Year winning games on Game Pass. There's some decent games, but I do think that PlayStation's catalog is smaller, but the quality might be a little bit higher. And that's somebody unbiased.
I mean, Starfield didn't get no nominations. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of exclusive games they kind of put out with kind of came and went, or Starfield, the Indiana Jones game, I've heard that was good as well, but it feels like it didn't penetrate the market. There we go, And maybe because, no shade, but do people care about Indiana Jones in 2025? I'm asking.
They did do some movies recently.
How recent?
Yeah, didn't those flop? The new ones? I don't think those did very well. That's what I'm saying. I
thought they were working on
young. What I'm saying is this: are people? What about younger people? If somebody is a 17-year-old gamer really hype about Indiana Jones? That's their dad's hero from the 50s.
Speaking of which, too, I mean, when we talk about this, is the part that got me. Is because the ROG Ally X whatever Warthog, it's out, right?
It just came out.
Okay. How come I ain't never heard? Why am I feel like I'm almost just now hearing about it?
I hear a lot about it. No,
it's been like what that 2?
It has been a couple of days. No. There's a lot of all the sites are saying Wired and Gadget.
That's what the sites are saying. How come I ain't never heard nobody in my circle talking about? Oh yeah, this is
they got
you got to check for this.
To buy it.
Damn, he said your circle ain't got no $1,000.
So
damn, he said your circle broke.
Hold up.
Circle is broke.
So you mean to tell me that in the current climate of our country, United States of America, being led by the Cheeto in chief, With all these tariffs and all these prices going up, you mean that in the year 2025 going on 2026, people just don't have an extra $1,000 to spend on?
It's only been like two days though. Like what do most people do when games and systems come out? They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna wait to the next phase so they can get all the bugs and all that out." I'm just saying.
It's also just been too soon. And also, Joe, like I'm saying, as somebody unbiased, I've seen a lot of people talking about it. There's all the YouTubers are putting out reviews and things like that. It's too early to tell how good it's going to be, but there are people talking about this. People are excited. Some.
I'll say I have played the Little Nightmares.
Kind of interesting. I wouldn't mind checking it out. Definitely want to play that Resident Evil Requiem. No, can't wait to talk about that. But I like what Dorian says here because no one bought it. That's why it's not
too soon.
It's been like a few days. That's just like a movie. But
I am saying, I think the price is part of it.
You know what? It's like it's as if we were watching Jurassic Park, and you hear the footsteps stomping, the water is rippling in the glass, and then the giant doors open to the park, and then you see this T-Rex, and ain't nobody there to witness it. They're off doing something else.
Be there?
They're off checking out the pterodactyls, bro.
Would you want?
That's what it sounds like right now.
I want to be there when a T-Rex show up.
You're supposed to be there for the spectacle of this big bad beast hitting the market, getting ready to show up and put in work, and nobody is checking for this supposed T-Rex. People are out here looking at the pterodactyls and stegosauruses, bro.
Okay, so Tori, question for you.
Yeah.
Bring it back to Game Pass. I know we're bouncing around a little bit, but the Game Pass question for you, Tori. So Game Pass is, for you, it's not going up. So it's still $20?
I guess, whatever. Yeah.
Wait,
so you just pay whatever it is?
He said, I'm just paying it.
Yeah. Wait, shouldn't you know?
Huh?
Shouldn't you know how much you're paying for Game Pass?
I mean, I guess I'm paying the regular price I've been paying.
Okay, it was 20. So right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
it might be lower than that. I can't remember.
No, it's 20. So $20. So my question for you is, your price is not for going up for you and everything. If it does go up though, you are still keeping it?
It depends.
What you mean it depends?
It depends on what I'm playing at the time.
You was finna just bite the bullet and pay the $30.
And now I don't got to. So that means I'm saving money. That means it's worth it for me now.
You got rewarded for being a ship.
I got rewarded for not jumping ship and following the masses being a leader. Not a follower. Everybody said, "Hey, leave Game Pass because they're upping the price." Y'all said, "Yeah, let's do that. Let's get PlayStation. Let's get rid of Game Pass." And now y'all sitting there like, "Damn."
It sounds like the gaming community tried to unionize and use their collective bargaining chips, and here come these filthy scabs saying, "Oh yeah, no, we got it. Don't worry, Microsoft. This is all right."
I've been there.
Let me ask y'all this question. I ain't talking to Tori right now. So, when it comes to Game Pass, does it not strike you as a little odd that the price has gone down for the people that still kept theirs, but isn't that a little fucked up? Where if you made the financial decision, like, no, I don't support this, and for the people to get rewarded for bad business practices, now all of a sudden they're reaping all the benefits, but you're sitting there with a brick just because you actually had some integrity?
Okay. I mean, all I'm saying is, y'all did the same thing happened with Disney Plus, and now the price has gone up on Disney Plus. Like, I mean, sometimes leaving at the masses does not help you at all, because all it's going to do is make it harder to entertain yourself now. Now that since everybody left Disney Plus and they lost billions of dollars, now the price has gone up. So what y'all doing is y'all fluctuating the market by trying to be different.
But to me, I think there's another angle here that we haven't really touched on. In my mind, and Adrian, let me know if you agree or not, but like in my mind, this was just Xbox trying to stop the bleeding. This was damage control.
Oh, no, 100%.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's like, hey, people are leaving. Let's give people who are still around a reason to stay and say, hold on, don't quit. I know last week a bunch of your friends quit, but you don't quit because blah, blah. I mean, but Asia, what do you think?
Damage control, for sure.
Okay.
I've been playing a lot of games. Right now I'm playing
Wait, what?
They asked a question.
Oh, bro, you got
my bad.
You got to give us a transition.
Yeah, bro.
My bad.
Context. Okay. So Tori, you're good with Game Pass, and me and AJ have moved on to PlayStation.
Quitters.
PlayStation Plus is cheaper too than Game Pass. Well, as far as the Game Pass is like price for, I guess, new.
It depends on what you want. Because
Yeah.
if you want the
focus
bigger
on the
library of games, you got to pay a higher price.
Yeah, I'm paying $20 and I get all the games. Now I will say I do have one piece of beef with PlayStation Plus, and that is that for whatever reason, when it comes to PlayStation, I believe 3 games, for whatever reason, you can't download those. You can only stream them, and streaming gaming in general is low-key trash on any system. Like we're just not there in the United States to have fast. We don't have fast enough Wi-Fi like that to do this. Do y'all know what that's about? Anybody? Like,
is this a PlayStation thing?
Yeah, for whatever. Why is it that for PlayStation Plus that a lot of PS3 games you can only stream and not download?
Wish I could tell you.
PS3 game because they got rid of because they changed that.
But why can't you download? I'm at the highest tier. Why would you only have the option to stream
Because
and not download?
You can't keep them. They don't want you to keep them because they did that thing to where they've gotten rid of anything that's not PlayStation 5 exclusive. Like they're transitioning out of including anything younger than
Joe, why did your face?
anything older than.
This is so interesting coming from an Xbox stand right now.
I have a PlayStation. What are you talking about? Like I have both systems, so I know I got I'm
It's
in
like
both
you're doing
worlds.
this thing again where you're making.
Just subscribe, by the way.
No,
Pizza Play. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Because PlayStation did that thing to where like they had older games in their libraries that you could download.
There's still this. Yeah, there's some there.
But now they're transitioning out of that to where the Plus is only going to let you download the PlayStation 5 games. And you can stream.
I've not seen anything about this. These games are still there
to download.
Everything except for some PS3 games. The PS4 games and 5 are still there.
They literally just started that like a month or like.
Okay. I haven't heard about that then. Okay. But I will say that is whack, and I'll give Xbox a point for Game Pass for that against PlayStation Plus.
Steam is decent. I like Steam.
Okay. Bouncing back. Sorry, we were bouncing around. Bouncing back. We were talking about K-pop Demon Hunters earlier too.
Yes.
Asia, you said that you liked the movie. Tori, Joe, did y'all say what y'all think about K-pop Demon Hunters overall before we get to the live action?
K-pop Demon Hunters. Didn't they add them into Fortnite too?
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
I have a point.
And then they won a bunch of awards and stuff like that.
So what about you though? Are you a fan? I mean,
I like K-pop Demon Hunters.
Okay.
Funny story. While we were at Comic-Con, Asia, I think we had like somewhere in conversation we had mentioned the whole thing about the oversaturation of Harley Quinn in media, and also in like the convention / cosplay community, because y'all know that as soon as that first Suicide Squad movie dropped, you couldn't throw a rock without hitting somebody in a Harley Quinn cosplay, and arguably still to this day. But it's interesting because now that's basically been replaced by K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't get on my nerves as much as when I see Harley Quinn oversaturation, but it is a little concerning for me. And understand, I like K-pop Demon Hunters as well. It doesn't appeal to me as much. Like the soundtrack isn't something that I bump every day. There's maybe only one song that actually seems like it appeals to me.
Soda Pop.
Hell no.
Soda Pop. Oh yeah. You don't like that?
No,
I do.
That was my least favorite song.
That's the best song.
What the?
To me, Your Idol was my favorite, but still, that's beside the point.
Okay.
Point being, even if I recognize that it doesn't appeal to me personally, I can still find no faults with the movie or the soundtrack whatsoever. The music ties into the actual story itself very well. Action was great. The character moments are great. I like the metaphors and the subtext. I love all that stuff. The movie's flawless, 10 out of 10. That being said, it is concerning that we're kind of going down that road again of, oh, this was a success. Well, let's just give you more. Put them in Fortnite. Put them in Overwatch or something. You know,
what's wrong with that?
That's what I'm saying. It's like I just worry.
Or the live action, which we'll get to. Is that your issue, or like?
I feel like even though the live action might be as a symptom of like what could potentially be a K-pop Demon Hunters oversaturation.
I don't think
Similar to like, I mean, look at Squid Game. if Squid Game had just stopped with like the first season, it probably could have done just fine. Like, hey, just leave it on that cliffhanger and leave the audience wondering what could have been. Now, granted, I still really like seasons 2 and 3. I thought it was really cool. I am curious to see where they go next, like where it looks like they're going to have Squid Game overseas in America. That sounds cool. They got Kate Blanchett as the next the game person luring people in. That's awesome. But that being said, the fact that I see Squid Game like everywhere, they got the Squid Game escape rooms, Squid Game lunch boxes, underpants. You know, it's interesting.
They're in Fortnite. I mean,
yeah,
here's the thing. Like anything that's popular is always going to be
marketed.
It's going to be marketed. If it's winning an award or getting a bunch of buzz online with the anime community or music community or anything like that, they're going to bleed it dry. They're gonna ride it till the wheels fall off because it's marketable.
Well, because there's also no real confidence in anything original. It's a miracle that we even got K-pop Demon Hunters in the first place.
That's original.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's then we've covered this before initially and how much of a struggle it was for it to even get made.
Yeah, because Sony sold it to Netflix, I believe.
Yeah. So great for K-pop Demon Hunters for getting made.
I was going to say, there was somebody that was supposed to get it and they turned it down.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, possibly. I don't know who it was, but Sony had it at first.
Yeah, I forgot the name. They turned it down and they sold it, and then now it's
Netflix.
It's big.
Well, my main point is this: going forward, to the creators of K-pop Demon Hunters, as if you'll ever see this, exercise caution. They've already stated that there's more stories in that world that they can tell. They've stated that they don't want to see it done in live action because they want to keep the exaggerated and over.
Well, to clarify, you know, the voice actor said that.
I think the creator said it too, but I could be wrong.
Oh, okay. Okay. To my knowledge, I thought that was a quote from the singers and the voice actors, not from the creators.
Well, either way, it's still a smart thing to say because again, it's like if it suddenly gets boxed into live action, yeah, you can still punch it up with like special effects and stuff like that, but there's still going to be limits to how much you can exaggerate things. One of the things that appealed so well with K-pop Demon Hunters was the exaggerated anime-esque facial expressions whenever they were eating or expressing an emotion. You can't really do that in live action without things looking really awkward and weird. So again, if it comes in live action, it's going to place all these weird limitations on things. And I don't want to see a day where the quality of the K-pop Demon Hunters franchise is diminished because now we're just rushing to just put more K-pop Demon Hunters out there. I just say proceed with caution, be strategic, don't feel like you've got to rush to get the paycheck. That's my only concern.
Asia, do you want a K-pop Demon Hunters live action? Why or why not?
I'm gonna pass. Because I agree with what Beast of Blades says right here. Not everything needs a live action. It ruins the magic. They just want to make a live action out of everything. Everything is getting a live action movie. I am so sick of it. Leave it alone. That y'all do too much in Hollywood, and that's the problem. They always do too much, and this is just another example of doing the most.
It's weird they do too much and not enough at the same time.
At the same damn time. So no, leave it alone. Y'all touch everything y'all want a live action. Y'all fuck up. I'm sick.
Definitely don't give it to Warner Brothers. Tell them to stay the fuck away. But
I personally disagree with y'all just a little bit. Just a
little bit. You want
a
live action K-pop Demon Hunter?
Here's what I'm saying. There's like two things going on. According to the internet, live action remakes are the worst thing in the world. But according to the box office, they're incredible because every time Disney damn near drops one of these, y'all go see it. These are all live action Lion King.
The fact that people went to go see live action Lion King is just baffling.
$1 billion.
And you've been scarred for life since.
That's what I'm saying. But these are
look at a dog and see a hairy, ferocious beast.
Okay. But I'm saying when for the most part, these movies have been very successful. So that's why they keep doing them. So to me, I'm like, all right. It feels like there's, like I said, two things going on. According to the internet, they're terrible and they suck. But according to the box office, these are gold. So which one? I mean, why would they not do it if we're seeing all these results? Y'all keep seeing these live action movies every time Disney and these companies.
Who is y'all? Because again, they ain't got a dollar out of me yet.
Okay, maybe not you. Everybody else they got, and they cool with that.
The goofs.
I'm not calling them goofs. I am saying people go see live actions in droves every time. So we over here saying like, hey, don't do it. It's going to suck, et cetera, et cetera.
Insar says we show up out of hope to no avail. That's what it is.
That's what it is. I mean, again, this is why people keep buying Drake music. Anyway, now my point is...
Wait, what did he say? We show up out of hope for... Okay, that is...
But see, that's my thing. Is like, would you rather see a franchise go down that road? Either it can stay true to itself and just stay in its own lane and do its own thing, or try to go for that cash grab and then have people walking away disappointed, and that could potentially diminish the value of the brand as a whole.
But some live action remakes have been okay.
But we've had more misses than hits, bro. Let's be real. That's the thing, though. We've had more misses than hits, though.
Oh, Sonic.
Sonic.
That was live action.
I didn't go see. I still haven't.
That barely counts.
Sonic doesn't count.
It's half and half because it's a mix of live action and animation.
Blaze, appreciate the resub.
Oh damn! Thank you so much.
I didn't even see that.
Oh, I mentioned.
Oh, was that the one from earlier?
That was the one from earlier. You mentioned.
See, you had me. I was questioning for a second, but
yeah. But
either way, thank you, Beats and Blades.
To me, I feel like if we take our opinions out of it, if you're the studio and you're seeing that people go to see live action remakes damn near every time they come out, why would you not do it? It ain't like they flopping.
But here's
y'all keep seeing them.
But again, here's the thing though, and this is the thing that I've been railing studios against for a very long time, because as history has proven, there's a very clear disconnect between chasing the numbers as some greedy studio exec and actual creative vision and turning out actually quality products. How do you think that we got to where we're at with DC for so long? Because they just kept throwing shit at the wall trying to see what sticks. But if we know
live action movies remakes do well, why would the studio not do it? People keep seeing them in droves.
And then it's not like they're getting numbers and people are not liking it because the reviews, the movie reviews have been positive as well. So it's not
for some.
Yeah, for some of them, the ones that have done good. The movie reviews have done well. And like I said, it's not like everybody's going to see it and not liking it. Like the majority of it is people are going in and they're having decent reviews for it.
So Tori's point, not to cut you off, Joe, just real quick. Critics gave Lion King live action a 52, but audience scores gave it an 88. I'm just saying the audiences are liking it.
The thing is, that's going to be different for like a number of projects, because depending on what it is, you're going to have ones where your audience and critic scores are going to be closer to the mark, one above the other, one radically above the other. So it's,
but I'm saying,
you can't judge every product on that.
No, but I'm saying at the end of the day, I think the audience score probably matters a little bit more, because those are the people who are seeing it in droves. Critics are just,
But again, depending on what project it is, it's going to differentiate. Now, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
What do you think could be done? Putting aside just the obvious financial opportunity that could be done with the K-pop Demon Hunters live action, what do you think could be done going from animation to live action that would actually elevate the product from where it was before?
I could tell you that right now.
I wasn't asking you.
Oh, damn.
Are you asking who, me and Asia? Or...
Well, you specifically.
Oh, me? Oh, personally, I do think this. I think that it can open the franchise up to more people. Because listen, I'm an animation fan. We all like animation, but we know there are some adults who just don't watch animation because they just assume it's for a younger audience, for kids. So I think a live action one maybe could bring in some people who maybe would never watch an animated movie. So I'd say it might bring in new people, and all the kids would probably still want to see that too.
But you still misinterpret my question. I'm asking you, what is it that can be done in live action that would elevate it past
okay.
You could do in animation?
I got you.
I'm something that just
I'm
can't
thinking
be
from
done.
the business part of it, as far as what it can do for the franchise. I'm saying it'll bring in new people. Like there might be people like for example, our parents who may not watch a lot of animated stuff may, if it pops up on Netflix or whatever and it's live action, they may check that out over the animated.
But again, the point being, if you're not even gonna, I'm gonna get to you. Don't worry. If you're not even going to do something even better than what you had before, like something that you couldn't do in animation than you can in live action, then what's the point of it actually existing outside of it being a cash grab? This is the creative issue that I'm talking about. Because if they try to do it in live action, you could just wind up with nothing but a watered down version of the animation. Tori, go ahead.
Listen, you're missing the big point. Listen, live action, what can you do with live action? You can showcase new K-pop artists. Like people love K-pop. Like that's the thing. Like and all like BTS, all of them. Like you can showcase a new group, have them as the live action group. Now you showcasing their music. Now you got a whole new group. You got a whole new audience of people who can enjoy K-pop music. That's like the biggest thing you could do with live action.
So you would take it in more of a route of not so much following this particular cast of characters, but a similar concept, but with like a different cast.
No, like you could like a group can be created just for the live action.
That's what
like
I just said.
Just like they have these different shows where they have groups come together and make music together. They can cast people for the K-pop Demon Hunter people, and they can bring in new K-pop singers, and then people be like, "Oh man, the live action was amazing. The music was amazing." Hearing the live action music, and then you got a whole group outside, like they're the K-pop team, but then outside they can have more music. So it's like, I mean, it's the best of both worlds. You got
Asia, wait, and I got for you. You love choreography. So wouldn't you want to see some live action choreography done by real people? I mean, I'm just asking. You love choreography, right?
I don't have faith that it can be done properly and in a way that will be enjoyable.
And you know what? I second that. And again, this is the point that I'm bringing up, because when you look at the actual choreography and the action of K-pop Demon Hunters, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's clearly like the main focus or anything. Obviously, more of the focus is on the music and the characters, story writing, and all that stuff. But the actual action in the movie is very kinetic. It's very fluid. It's playing to the strengths of the animation itself. Then when you get to a live action K-pop Demon Hunters, then you're looking at more of either like just straight up hand-to-hand martial arts, which could be interesting, but it's definitely not going to be on the same level as what it was originally. Or do you take the more special effects, MCU flying around, which that runs the risk of not being as high a quality, because depending on who's behind it, you could get something like a Man of Steel quality of like flight and action and stuff like that. Or you could get Wonder Woman 1984. Not all CG and fight scenes are built the same. So again, this is the risk, is if you do it, are you going to do it to the best of your ability? Are you going to actually put in the work to make it live up to the hype? Is it going to do something better, if not as good as the original? Because otherwise, if you're not going to put the real artistry behind it, don't even bother doing it.
Okay. I mean, but
you got to look at it beyond just the numbers and the streams. But Dave, I know this is hard for you, but you got to. And again, you as a creative should be thinking on a different level there. But I'm just saying,
I see it both ways: the creative and the business.
I look at it like this: like we've had like movies, do live action movies, and like just think Batman. Batman does all kinds of crazy stuff, right? And then you got the Christian Bale, who didn't have all the special stuff that Batman usually does.
Christian Bale and what's his name?
Robert Pattinson. Yeah, but it still turned out it still did good. Like sometimes you don't have to have all the flashy bells and whistles that the special effects teams usually do for the animated stuff. But then when you convert it to live action, you can tone it down and it still be good.
There's two issues with that.
Yeah.
One, we live in a world where we've seen both the realistic Robert Pattinson and Christian Bale Batmans on screen, and we've also seen a much more comic accurate, Ben Affleck Batman on screen.
Exactly.
And that can mix both storytelling and its actual top-notch action. So you got style and substance. But when you commit to realism that way, you do run the risk of potentially watering down your potential, because we look at the Dark Knight trilogy, as fantastic as it is, we didn't get a Ra's al Ghul that was dipped in a Lazarus pit. We didn't get a Bane that was hopped up on Venom. So if you then go into my second point, when you go to something like K-pop Demon Hunters, Batman lends itself better to realism than something like that would. You're talking about literal demons and other dimensions, and you're dealing with like a sort of metaphysical barrier between worlds and stuff like that. And then if you bring that back towards reality, you run the risk of watering it down.
Wesley Snipes' Blade did it. I mean, like the vampires and stuff weren't like super flashy and all that, but it still worked.
But would you have wanted to see that though?
I mean, I would have loved anytime.
I mean, we live in the age of the MCU now, where we actually have a Galactus instead of a cloud.
Anytime I see something superhero related, I'd like to see the flashy bells and whistles. You know, but Blade, like I said, but I'd like to see that. But if you can make it work and not have it, that's cool. Minus Christian Bale, but
I mean, the thing is, you've got to just deliver on storytelling first and foremost. That's the top priority. But you're still going to run the risk of watering down what potential you could have had, where you've already got something that's super flashy and fantastical and mythical, and it's because it's not committing to realism. It's exaggerated. It's hyper real.
But
then when you go to real, like real stuff,
there's ways to mix it, right? There's ways to mix it. Even though I hate the movie, Avatar did it. They mixed the CGI and all that effects with
the M. Night Shyamalan one.
Didn't they hate that shit?
Which one? They didn't know the white like. No, I'm talking about the Avatar with the blue people.
Oh, okay.
They mixed the CGI with the realism stuff, and it worked.
No, as I've stated,
it can be done.
As I've stated, there have been plenty of examples of it being done well, but we've seen just as many, if not more, examples of it not being done correctly. So again, this is the risk that I'm saying. If you translate K-pop Demon Hunters to live action, you do run the risk of potentially watering down what made it great in the first place. Just saying. So you got to be careful.
All right,
without risk, there is.
We got to move on to our next topic here.
Yeah.
So next topic, it has been announced that season 2 of X-Men 97 is coming out summer 2026. I think we've all seen that.
Did they bring back what's his name? No.
Who did they bring back? Who?
The
creator, the original. No, they fired him. Remember? Yeah,
damn,
they're bringing him back.
Gave him this.
Well, he did. I don't remember what he did.
I think he had a OF account or something like that, and they didn't want him to have it while he was working on X-Men or something like that. He had something.
I don't know the context. I don't want to say
it was something like that.
Yeah.
Either way, dude's out.
So, Asia, you saw X-Men 97 season 1. What are your hype levels or just feelings about a season 2?
I am so ready for a season 2 because season 1 blew my mind. I thought it was incredible, and it made me despise, even though they are classics and they're going to hold a small place in my heart still, but it made me low-key despise the live-action X-Men we grew up with, because when I found out that Scott was more than just Jean Grey's boyfriend, like they portrayed him in the movie, when I found out that Wolverine was not even like all that of it, he was like short.
Wolverine is supposed to be like 5'3".
Yeah, he's short. He's like a side character. He's pretty much treated as a side character, I feel like, in X-Men 97.
You know what he is.
Versus the star of the whole movie. I mean, when you look at the DVD covers of the film, it's boom, Wolverine. Like, they blew him up so much.
Wolverine is the Steve Urkels to the Family Matter of X-Men.
Oh yeah, I agree. I know. Yeah. Go ahead, Ava.
And so all I'm saying, to wrap up and summarize what I'm saying, is that, like, X-Men 97, I feel like has given me a true understanding of the X-Men. Because before that, I just knew what I grew up with. I just knew Hugh Jackman, Halle Berry, Patrick Stewart. But the TV show though was phenomenal. I'm so excited for a season.
Did you ever watch the original cartoon?
I didn't care for the cartoons
I'm
much.
I'm talking about the X-Men 97. It was a continuation from the original.
I never watched those. This was my first time seeing it, so I knew.
Used to come on Fox.
Yeah, I knew nothing.
But Asia is correct though. The X-Men movies by Fox. They're not really X-Men movies. They're really Wolverine movies. Almost every single one is centered around him.
I mean, but if you look at the movies, I don't see Scott saving the day.
They didn't write anything for that. Exactly. That's what you mean. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, like I don't see him, like the situations they were in. I don't see.
Yeah, because they wrote it. Wait.
Storm and just put Halle Berry's pretty behind in there for her character instead of what they really should have did with her character. Another thing that made me mad.
Yeah, why didn't Storm have no storyline? 5 movies, no storyline?
But she did have a cold line though.
She had That line was ass.
That line was cold.
That line was ass.
That line had
what
the
happened
audience.
to a toad when he's struck by lightning?
The same thing that happens to everything.
That bullshit out of
Come
here.
on.
That was corny.
Stop
as
playing
hell.
with her. Yeah.
But the only kind of storyline that they gave her was when they did Apocalypse.
What about Rogue? Don't it make you mad what they did with Rogue in those movies?
No, Rogue. I don't. Yeah, she
versus how
she didn't have.
She's a badass.
And she didn't have that Cajun accent the country accent that.
Don't even get me started on there not being any Gambit. Like
they had Gambit, but he had like a little minor role in what's that? Wolverine Origins. X-Men, what was that?
We don't even count that movie.
That was trash.
Nobody liked that movie.
That was
First of all, wait a minute. When they all
nobody watched that, Tori. Don't
everybody watched that. First of all, if you go back,
everybody watched, but we all agreed it was ass.
The graphics was ass, and the storyline there, people hated it because the way they did Deadpool. But when everybody
we hated it because why was Will.i.am in it? What the hell was he doing?
Did you not know his powers? So if you go back and watch that movie, even in the game, they alluded that Will.i.am and Mystique are the parents of.
I gotta play a game to understand a movie.
No, I'm saying no. The movie for that, the game for that movie, they alluded that Will.i.am and Mystique were the parents of Nightcrawler.
I don't think you answered Asia's question though.
What?
Why was Will.i.am in that damn movie?
Wait a minute.
Why was he in it? What the hell was
he was a mutant. Wait a minute. So
no, you're not answering the question.
Wait a minute. You saying just because he's a musician, he can't be an actor, right?
I mean, there's a clear answer to why he's in the movie.
I'm saying if we was going to be taking this movie seriously.
Wait a minute. What part of his career had put it where he can't be an actor?
Oh my gosh!
What I'm saying
it made no sense for the guy who was producing Fergie at the time to be in a movie.
Why not?
Forget all of that. All of that. It's just the casting. That's the same
attitude.
Casting made no sense.
That's the same attitude.
Deadpool pissed y'all off, and y'all try to write it off.
No, nobody wrote it off. No, with that mentality, that's the same attitude people had when The Rock and Stone Cold and all these other wrestlers decided to get into acting in movies. It's like, why is this wrestler on the screen? Look at The Rock. His career is booming. Kinda. But still. Just because you have one career doesn't mean you can't branch off and do other things. That's why is Beyonce in Carmen? She can't act.
So I can't tell
you. She can't act. Why was she in Lion King? She can't sing. She can't act.
Oh,
we know
even when her face not even being shown.
You're not saying anything to hurt my feelings. We know Beyonce can't act. We've been knowing this.
I love
his acting wasn't bad for the movie.
I that's not saying much when the movie is bad. Tori.
One of the best scenes is when everybody was showcasing their power when they got to that camp. All I'm saying is like that.
Are you saying that Wolverine Origins is a good movie?
He glazing it?
No, I'm not glazing it. I'm saying it wasn't straight.
Will.i.am should be the greatest actor in the world.
I never said I never said that. First of all, I've always said that the way they did Deadpool was completely trash. The way he had full katanas coming out of his arm, like where was that extra katana?
But how about the fact that his mouth was shut? He's Deadpool. His best trait.
That's one of the main things people hated about that.
So wait, I was curious. What score do you give this movie? Because you're afraid to call it trash.
I give it a 6.
What?
A 6.
Out of
No. 6 is a passable
That's a passing grade, Tori.
That was not a passing movie, bro. That movie was boring as shit.
Listen, I went for the powers. I wanted to see everybody's powers and all of that. I didn't care for the. I didn't.
Flashy lights and it was good.
You got
that's all you did.
That
you got the popcorn mission
locked in. But listen, here's the thing. What's funny is I saw the bootleg version before I saw the real version.
Me too, actually. When the effects weren't done yet.
Yeah, when he
so your standards were already lowered going in.
The guns wasn't even lined up. Like that's the version I saw before I saw the real thing.
Why is it something to be proud of, Tori? This is not good.
All I'm saying is like it wasn't completely trash. Like it had a lot of good entertaining moments.
Oh, like did you just say blob? That
I mean, if you've seen the Blob in the animated series and other
comment here.
Brian the creator agrees with Tori, so maybe he's cooking here, y'all. Maybe he's cooking.
The one person in chat that agrees with what he's saying, bro. Everybody else is cooking this dude, and you pick the one that agrees.
Okay, back to X-Men '97 though. I'm personally like really excited for it as well, because I do think that like overall that it is a better representation of X-Men than the live action movies. 100%, and mainly because of all the points that AJ said that I don't need to say.
Y'all still ain't went back and watched the original cartoon?
I mean, I watched it back in the day. And
I mean, cause like I feel if you say you need, listen, '97 was a continuation of the original X-Men cartoon.
I've seen a lot of it.
So like everything led up. Y'all watching the aftermath of what they went through in the original.
I'm okay with it. I kind of picked up
on the content.
Yeah.
I felt. But I'm not against going back.
There's a lot of good stuff that y'all missed out on.
No, I've heard it's a good show. I'm not against going back. But hey, Joe, what did you think about? Wait, did you?
This is a y'all conversation.
Oh, you never seen '97?
No.
Oh, you should check it out.
It's Marvel.
Oh,
it's not even that it's just Marvel. It's just I'm not interested. Sorry.
Like, why not?
I mean, the show was cool. It had a dope intro, but yeah.
It's still real good though.
I hear you, and I'm glad you found something you enjoy. And again, y'all saw how much effort it took for me to finally get caught up with Chainsaw Man, and that was only 12 episodes. So
it's 12 episodes of '97 or less.
And again, there's still other stuff I would probably that are already on my wrist that I'd rather watch. So.
They're so good, they go so quick.
Yeah.
By the time, sometimes you be left wanting more. It's so good.
Interesting. Never mind. That's
because I ain't trying to hear it, Tori.
Also, what's up, Fired, on your day off? Welcome.
What up, Fired? Okay. Speaking of animation, going into some anime stuff here. My Hero Academia is in its final season.
Mm-hmm.
They're not, before Tori says anything, they're not doing no Attack on Titan Part 1, Part 2 stuff. I know you was about to throw some shade.
Yes, we know One Piece exists.
I can feel
and it's supposedly real. Yeah, we know.
But yeah, I mean, in retrospect, now that we're at the final season, I mean, My Hero feels like it's been on for at least like a decade. Now that we're at the final season, how do we feel about the series overall and the impact of My Hero on entertainment and anime?
It's hard for me to give my opinion without it being a spoiler.
Well, we'll talk about this impact then, about just of the show overall.
Its impact on the anime community.
Anything. I mean. Or Asia, you said you had a point?
I just have a question.
Yeah.
Is the because the only thing I know about My Hero Academia is what I've seen in the movies, and I'm spacing on his name right now.
Deku?
But is my dude with the half white, half red hair?
Todoroki.
He's still alive?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm glad.
You're gonna hate. No,
don't tell me. No.
I was just playing. It was a joke.
By the way, no spoilers in the chat for manga readers. Please don't spoil anything when it comes to My Hero for us. Well, for me at least.
He gets killed by a dog.
Also, side note, Maverick, Street Fighter 2 animated movie that was goated. But if I had to pick, I'd still say Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. I love the shit out of that movie. But comparable quality. Anyways.
And what up, Devlin? See you there in the chat.
Good?
But Asia, question for you though. I mean, what about impact overall? I mean, you've been to conventions. You also are a teacher. I don't know if you've seen any students.
No, a lot of my students have My Hero Academia avatars.
Okay.
In their face profile, so I don't know what they look like. They all look like Deku, Todoroki, all my other characters that I can't name.
Okay. I think that for me, what I see is this. For a certain generation of people, I think that they're going to look at My Hero as either their Naruto or their DBZ. Like that is their essential anime they grew up with. There is a section of, it's definitely a younger fan base, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Asia said, these are high school kids. So I think think about My Hero probably came out when they were 10 years old, and then now they're like, what, 17, 18?
Yeah.
Those are pivotal years there. So I feel like
now they get to high school and they're like, wow, this shit is not nearly as interesting as I thought.
Damn. Maybe.
Well, I teach 12th graders, and it's the 12th graders that have them as their avatar.
That's what I'm saying. But they grew up with it. Now they started watching it back when they were 9, 10 years old, and now all the way up. I mean, now they're going to adulthood, and it's the final season. So I think for some people, they're going to consider it their essential anime. Like some people who grew up on Naruto, that is their bag.
This is their gateway anime.
Yeah, some people grew up with DBZ. That's their bag. I think there's a lot of people who are My Hero heads for that. Now I know that they say the fan base is weird. I personally haven't seen a lot of the weirdness in the fan base, but some people say the fan base has ruined the reputation. I don't know. But anyway, I'm hyped for final season.
Yeah, it sucks.
Why?
What sucks?
Knowing
Oh, spoilers?
knowing the spoilers before.
Why'd you read ahead?
I didn't. But with the anticipation of the next season, people are always going to post spoilers and try to tell people, "Hey, you shouldn't. Don't even worry about." Like people post spoilers before the seasons come out all the time, and unfortunately, I was spoiled long ago. So
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so like I don't know how to feel about the next season, about the season coming. You know what I'm saying? That's like.
But what about the other question about like how do you feel about My Hero's impact overall? I mean,
It's definitely had like a Naruto-esque impact on the anime community because like everywhere you look, you'll see any convention you go to, you're gonna see a My Hero Academia cosplay and
Somewhere at least.
Yeah.
I feel like just my own passive knowledge. I feel like I almost see maybe more Demon Slayer than My Hero.
Probably right now, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like My Hero. It seems like both of those are just are up
both
there.
of those are.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna make a big three, I think you have to include those.
Yeah.
Two.
I mean, if one was the
you know.
DBZ, then the other would be the Naruto.
Yeah. But I say this when I go to like, I feel like when you go to stores like Walmart and stuff, you'll see a lot of like My Hero shirts and stuff. So it feels like it's crossed into mainstream, not just in the anime.
I mean, it had a freaking
has,
yeah,
in theaters. So yeah.
But they probably will do another movie. Tor, do you think they'll do another movie after this season? Like, I mean, I don't know how you know how it ends, so maybe you can't. No, you can't answer without spoiling. So never mind.
Yeah, I don't know. I could see like another series like
a spinoff. Oh, yeah, they already got the spinoff.
Like that show. I could see another one of them.
Yeah.
But I don't see anything. I don't know. Cause I don't know. Yeah, I can see a spinoff. I can see a spinoff, but I don't see like with the main cast. I don't see it.
We got another anime question here from I think Brian the creator asking, do y'all think Avatar is an anime? I assume they're talking about Avatar last Airbender
animation.
I mean, it's obviously it's a very wishy-washy thing where obviously it's not from Japan, so some people will say no, but it's obviously heavily inspired by anime, just like something like the Boondocks, or even to a certain extent the Spawn or Batman animated series. So for me, if somebody says that Avatar: The Last Airbender is an anime, that's fine. I don't care. I don't make a big stink about it. So
it's just like how they do with the Boondocks.
Right.
Some people say Boondocks is an anime.
Also,
I think the only people who make a big deal out of it is like some of y'all anime snobs.
Derek.
Not saying anybody in here, but there's like a subsection of people who just like stick their turn their nose up at you because it's like if your first anime wasn't Dragon Ball Z, you're not really an anime fan and stuff like that.
Oh no, and then there's the flip of that coin of if all you watch is Dragon Ball Z, you ain't a real anime fan. You need some mecha, which we love mecha around here. Just saying, if you like that stuff, that's cool. Tori, get out. Anyway, if you like that stuff, that's cool. If you like it, you're just part of the tribe. All right, we welcome everybody here, except for the people that say Griffith did nothing wrong. We're kidding. Yeah. We platform those people, sadly. There's another comment I want to acknowledge too. Earlier, Maverick Savage said that he had a hot take that the animated Resident Evil films are better than the live action. That might be a cold take depending on who you ask. So hey, you might be on to something there. Also, somebody mentioned that Mortal Kombat 2 movie's on there. Is that on the list of topics?
What is?
Because I got some shit to say.
Mortal Kombat? Oh yeah, it's on here.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Any other chats? We got a few coming in here.
Superpowers would you? Jesse says, what superpowers would you like to have in My Hero Academia universe?
Oh, I will happily accept lightning. I'm just saying.
I'm going Todoroki.
Wait, no. What superpowers? What superpowers would you add to their universe?
I thought those I like to have.
No, would you have in My Hero Academia universe? Superman is off the table.
Oh. Okay, it's not in there now. Man,
yeah,
they covered a lot of them. I don't know.
I'm picking Franklin Richards. Put that in My Hero Academia.
Look, just give me some basic lightning and flight powers, maybe some increased longevity, super strength, durability, and I'll be satisfied. But I mean, if I could get greedy, I'll take more.
Well, you got stats on the big three. Eli says, what are you guys' stats on the big three? Should be updated every couple years. I mean, I feel like they should have one. They should have a big three for each era. I
Yeah,
suppose.
it's time for there's a new
Maybe each decade
yeah,
or
we like a
something.
new big three. It's almost like basketball. You know what I'm saying? Every few years there's like, I mean, I think like we're kind of at the tail end of the LeBron, KD, Steph era, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so I feel like, that just happens. But yeah, I would say there is a new big three. It's probably what? JJK, Demon Slayer, maybe My Hero, but there might be another you throw in
My
there.
Hero.
Yeah.
My Hero in there.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of, well, actually, not speaking of, there's no transition for this at all. Joe, passing this to you, you wanted to talk about Resident Evil. You got to play it at Comic-Con?
Let me tell y'all something. So while we were at Comic Con, and again, thank you to Sony for giving us the sidekick badges. We got access to the Creator Lounge. That was very nice. It was cold as shit. We had to have picked the coldest seat in the house.
It was well air conditioned.
It was cold. I was freezing. The convention floor itself was fine. The weather that day was all right, but somehow just this place where you got all these creators, cold. But we sat there for a good while. We had taken a break from doing the interviews. Dave was doing some editing. Asia, you were suffering like I was, and we were sitting there getting some overpriced snacks. And then somebody sitting next to us, thank you for pointing this out, was like, "Oh yeah, I'm here working with my cousin at the Resident Evil booth." And I'm like, "Wait, stop! Resident Evil Requiem is here, as in I can play it. How the fuck didn't nobody tell me?" Asia, David,
I didn't know.
how the fuck was I supposed to know?
I mentioned, Joe, I thought, did you want to go do some gaming? I thought that you knew.
I thought you meant there was some Tekken set up somewhere. I can do that at home. I mean, granted, I would have still pulled up and delivered the smoke, but the point, if
But you're gonna walk around and explore it, maybe.
we were working, we were busy. I was in Joe interview mode. I didn't know these things. Cool things like this don't usually happen to me, where I can go to a convention and get exclusive access. Oh, you best believe I hopped up out of that cold ass chair and got my ass in that line. I was so ready and got to meet some cool people, had some good conversations, met some fans. That was very nice. And then I played it. Now, granted, I played it at the pace that I usually do when I play Resident Evil. So I didn't get to the very end of the demo, but I got pretty close. But I think that game is going to live up to the hype, especially when it got to the point where I'm in the safe zone, because the big, ugly, messed up eyeballs creature that's chasing you, it's repelled by this certain type of light. But they're clever with it, because it's like if you use that safe zone too many times, the lights will just go out. So it's like, well, shit, now I can't use this anymore. That is going to change the whole game.
So did it make you want to get it?
Well, first off, I was going to want to get it anyways, and it's the same demo that we've seen since Gamescom, so it's nothing new. But seeing it in person was a whole different experience, because the visuals are so on point. Like, I've seen the gameplay plenty of times, but actually seeing it in person, seeing Grace Ashcroft hanging upside down on that gurney, and seeing the blood rush to her face and make her head turn all red, her eyes are starting to turn red, sweating, blood dripping off her arm from that IV drip. The detail was insane. The lighting, where it's you got the lighter up and her hair, the game's visuals on point, and the scares on point.
Vince always has a question for you, and asking you who's your favorite character. And then Retro Pioneers podcast is asking what game is this? We're talking about Resident Evil
Requiem, aka Resident Evil 9.
Yeah.
It's that new hotness coming out in February. # not sponsored, even though we should be. What was the other question?
Who's your GOAT in the franchise?
If I had to pick, Leon is pretty badass.
What about Chris?
Chris is fantastic. I still would love to see more of Jill Valentine come back since RE5, just because she's been out of commission for a while.
Sheva?
Huh?
You didn't like Sheva?
No, Sheva was dope too. I'd love to see her come back as well. I'm with you too. It would be nice to see an actual Black American character as a Resident Evil protagonist, and not a side character or something. But until we get there, I will still happily take Jill Valentine coming back. But forget all that. It's Grace Ashcroft's moment to shine right now. So I want more of that. And now we got to wait until, I think, the Game Awards to probably get any more actual new details about the game. So it's going to be a long wait.
How many times would you replay the demo?
If I had the chance, I would have played it again.
I Noah asked, do y'all have a P.O. box? Yes, we do. I know if you send us a DM on Instagram, and I'll get you our PO box information. Appreciate whatever you're gonna send us.
Maverick says, side note, Jill might be the best written female protagonist in video game history.
She is pretty dope. I don't care what people say. The remake was still just fine. I liked it a lot. It would just been nice to explore Raccoon City a little bit more.
All right.
Wait.
Okay.
Wesley Hyde says, but yeah, can Grace punch a boulder to death?
I mean, look, not everybody is Chris Redfield, but everybody's got their strengths. Leon's got the knife parries. Jill's got the dodges. Chris got the boulder punching. Wesker can do everything that a Wesker can. Like there's a variety of abilities.
He has the Roadhouse kick too, Leon.
Oh, of course, yeah. Oh, yeah, Texas Roadhouse.
All right, sticking on gaming, Asia, you wanted to talk about Pokemon Go's latest update. If y'all don't know, Asia is a Pokemon Go professional.
Too late?
Too late to what? What are you doing?
Asia, break it down on what's going on with Pokemon Go, if you don't mind.
Okay, so Pokemon Go did something incredible to like extend the life of the game, which I think is really fantastic. So now, originally the game was capped at level 50, but on October 15th, they upped the cap to level 80. So with the level that you are currently on in Pokemon Go, it's going to get like curved on like this balance, and then so you're going to increase in level. So I went from a level 45 to a level 68 overnight. I have like so many egg incubators. I've got, see, like Tori, he's just now doing his. His is coming through. Like you get so much stuff. You get like this cool update now where you get a one clothes too. You get so much gear. You get this 1 kilometer egg that you can hatch every day for like a cute little Pokemon. It's like increasing the lifespan of the game, and it's making it more interesting. Like I actually stayed off the game for a little bit and hopped back on so I could feel brand new playing it. But I think what's really cool about the game is that the XP has increased to level up. So between like level 70 and level 80, it's like over 100 million XP you have to get in order to like level up and max out of the game completely. And like a lot of people are pissed about that because they just think it's an obnoxious amount of XP. But I personally think it separates these like punk players from us real veterans out here.
I had a feeling that would be your approach.
I'm just saying, I think, there's too many casual Pokemon Go players who only play in their car and drive from Pokestop to Pokestop, not really respecting the integrity of the game and what it's about, which is touching grass and being outside and moving your body. I get so irritated when I see people driving from Pokestop to Pokestop. Now, if you have a condition which prevents you, of course I'm not talking about you.
But for
I'm
rest of
talking
y'all
about
lanes,
some of y'all who could really use the 1 or 2 kilometer eggs to walk and hatch a few times a day. I'm just saying.
For the clip, can we get your entire feelings about the Pokemon Go people who drive in the context?
All I'm saying is that in Pokemon Go, this game is meant for you to be active. It's meant for you to move. So all of y'all who are in your cars for other reasons that's not like a disability, it's like, get your behind out and walk that 2 kilometer. Like you could probably use it. You probably
left to
just
go get
that
some
windy.
fast food.
You know what I'm saying? Like walk it off, and it's good for you. You're supposed to get 10,000 steps a day, according to like the American Heart Association or something. And Pokemon Go is making you do it. It's just like
making it entertaining.
It makes it so fun.
Like I got stories from the OG days. I'm talking about from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is the reason why I bought a power bank back in the day. Like I was like at first before I got the power bank, once the phone died, it's time to go home.
Like Maverick says, my training code is. You want to take a picture and add? Asia's gonna take a picture and add you.
Thank you.
There was another question. Sorry, the chat went up. But somebody asked about why didn't they do level 100, Asia, instead of level 80? Why do a random number like 80?
You know what? That's a good question.
Maybe if they jumped it that far up, they didn't want it to be overwhelming for people.
It's already overwhelming to have to gain between levels 70 and 80 100 million XP.
I hope
it's a lot.
I hope like that's the final level. Shouldn't the final level be hard? Like, why are people complaining about a 5 level being hard?
That's what I'm saying. That's what's separating us real players. Because I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah.
I
Trying to
like
rank
the
up.
challenge. Step it up. Listen, you know how many eggs I can hatch in a day, boy? Like, come
The
on.
only time I would drive is when I would be the only time I would drive and hit the Pokestop is on my way to work.
Tori, that's not safe.
I was, but the phone. I told the phone I was a passenger, and some of these
That's
spots.
not honest.
Yeah, Tori, you already got enough road rage. You don't need to be adding no extra issues while driving.
Me driving and playing got me one of my favorite Pokestops because there was a Calvin and Hobbes Pokestop. There was a Calvin Hobbes Pokestop that's no longer existing, and I have a postcard that I have never given to anybody because it's a Calvin and Hobbes one, and I found that I was on the interstate when I found that one.
I see.
Like,
Asia, anything else about Pokemon Go?
What are your thoughts about it? I mean, we still got to level you up.
Yeah, I'm excited to level myself up because I'm originally right now, I believe I'm like pre-update, I believe I'm 39 or 40.
Okay.
So I'm hoping I'm in like the 50s, low 60s or whatever whenever they do the calibration or whatever. But I'm more hype. I don't really care about level like that. I care about all the items you get. Like,
It's so many items.
and I will say this, I do think that this update is something that only this new company would do. From my perspective, I never saw Niantic give us anything. They never gave us nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like when you update, I saw you had like 400 Pokeballs and clothes and this. Niantic was never giving nothing like that out for free.
So you get to scroll up.
I have to tell you something else that I've noticed in their new update. You can now earn Pokecoins from more than just the gyms now.
Let's talk about
that. You can complete tasks now and get Pokecoins.
Okay, there it is. Age, go ahead and take the picture.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, see, I was trying to pull up the thing on Facebook so I could send it to you, but iPads, Apple trash products, I couldn't do it. So basic tasks, so
So Age, real quick, you said that Pokemon Go now allows you to get coins not just from gyms?
Yes. So if you complete these tasks, they'll like add into like this point bucket, and then you'll like max out the points. And I earned 10. Oh, I got the Kims already. And you can earn like I've seen as much as like 50 Pokecoins.
Okay, so they're doing a better job for their consumers and being fair than Niantic. Niantic was stingy to me, like with their.
What my only issue with Pokemon Go has always been the storage.
Oh yeah, me too.
Storage is like I was like, man, I gotta buy more coins so I can get some more storage. I feel like they should let you
get rid of.
They should let you earn it because I'm talking about like I'm running out of storage, but I got like 700 regular Pokeballs. I'm over here trashing. I wish they would exchange. There was an exchange for stuff you got to delete because like I'm over here hustling and my inventory is getting full of stuff. And like so fast, like at least if I hate that I have to trash stuff for no reward, just so I can make space.
Oh, do not look at your item bag.
What are you talking about?
Don't look at your item bag.
Don't do this.
Tori, you about to be pissed.
What happened to my item bag?
Don't look at your item bag, bro.
Reset it?
Oh no, it's saying it's full. What the hell? Hey. All right.
No, I ain't gonna be able to scan a Pokestop for like 6 months.
Like, Doc, see, how am I over?
You gonna be over for
I'm over encumbered on how? What did they take my storage away?
No, that's all the points you earn from leveling up.
It says I got
that's all your stuff.
It says I got 1,569 items and I only got 1,400 space.
Yeah. Mine's is like the 2,000.
That's like $20 in coins I gotta spend just to make some space.
God damn. I mean, look, you was willing to see. This is the great thing about Game Pass.
Wait a minute,
you was willing to pay that extra anyway. It's like nothing changed.
But Android was giving us out discounts in the coin stock. Because remember I showed you I could cash in.
Do they still do it?
They do, but I might have to clear my Android so I can download Pokemon Go so I can use my discount coupons. That's another thing Android do that Apple don't do. Apple, they take money from you. Apple Store, they making you pay just to have it. And Android is like, oh, I see you've been playing games. Here's some coupons. If you want You want 50% off on your next purchase on Pokemon Go? Here you go. Take that. You can cash in your game, your Android app store tokens for discounts.
I'm sorry, Tori. No, y'all got green messages. I'll never get on board.
That's crazy.
I'll
Green
never
messages?
I'll never
That's
get
the
on
deal
board.
breaker?
That is my deal breaker.
That's insane.
The green.
Discount vouchers, as they say in the UK.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to download Pokemon Go on my Android so I can use them vouchers because I got hella vouchers for Pokemon Go on there, but I see that Apple won't let me use those. Nice.
Team Android all day, bro.
I guess.
Here's a comment from
Over there, hey,
Instagram.
can't even get in the club, man. Shut your ass up.
Here's a comment from Instagram asking about something. Let's see. Master Wizard 22 asked on Instagram, "Are you guys going to talk about the Street Fighter movie coming out?"
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
I don't know much about it.
So they got like a star-studded
50
cast.
Cent is in it.
Andrew Schultz.
I thought that was AI.
No, Andrew Schultz is in it.
You don't want 50 Cent? Oh yeah.
Andrew Schultz? Yeah, I thought. Come on, that don't sound like AI to you.
Now, Andrew, look,
Yeah.
50 Cent.
50 Cent, Andrew Schultz.
But
I'm
here's the
not
thing.
sure.
Here's the
Okay.
thing. I at first I didn't know how to feel about it, but I've been seeing how some of these actors and actresses have been taking it serious. Like
Yeah.
the lady that's doing Chung Li, I seen her in the gym. She been hitting it. She trying to hit.
Oh no,
she's trying to get that Chung Li
She's been
physique.
thickening up the thighs a little bit.
And
you
then
know.
50 Cent used to be he used to box.
Mhm.
So now he cut weight and did all that.
He did some serious
just so he
workout.
could
I mean, look,
do Balrog.
50
Like
Cent,
I've been seeing
yeah.
like usually when you see a star-studded cast and a whole bunch of people that you're like, wow, I wouldn't imagine these actors and actresses together or these people or these socialites and personalities all in one movie. Usually the movie's gonna be bad, but then I've been seeing how they've been taking it serious.
I mean, the thing is, like, 50 Cent being Balrog, that's fine. I mean, like you said, if he's already a boxer,
Andrew Schultz.
Andrew Schultz
already.
is the one that Kendrick Lamar was talking about.
No.
Well,
No.
I'm gonna get to that because,
No.
like,
In the
like I
movie.
said,
Oh,
50 he's
Dan
Dan
Hibiki.
Hibiki.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Hold on, he's Dan.
No.
Yeah. Wait, why not?
I mean,
Dan's
first
supposed
off,
to be hold on. Dan is comic relief. Andrew Schultz is a comedian. What's wrong with that?
there's like the whole ethnicity thing. You got this white dude whose last name is Hibiki. I mean, come on, have we learned nothing? That's one.
Okay.
Two, Andrew Schultz of all people. Do we really need that goofy dude? Come on, but no.
I thought people like
This
him.
guy says he doesn't blame me for thinking it was AI. I knew I wasn't crazy.
No, like I said,
No, I see
the
what you're
50
saying.
Cent casting makes sense. If he's like a
Okay.
he formerly did boxing, he damn near already kind of talks like Mike Tyson, real talk. So that's fine. That makes sense. But Andrew Schultz, that's the weirdest casting choice for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot.
AJ, I got another Pokemon Go code for you from the Creator Collab on IG. So Asia will add you soon. Sending the code.
Thank you.
Now, speaking of video game movies, there's one that we got to cross off the list here.
Let's get into it. So let's see here. Yeah, I think around was it at Comic-Con they announced it? I think it was at Comic-Con they announced that we already know Mortal Kombat 2 is coming, live action movie, sequel to the one they did a few years ago. But according to the producers, creators, they're saying that the studio likes Mortal Kombat 2 so much, and the fanfare around it online is so high, they've already greenlit
the third
Mortal Kombat 3.
Oh shit!
Are we how?
Dear audience, I want to talk to you for a second.
Uh-oh.
I want you to hear the wording specifically of what he just repeated back to us. The studio says that they were so impressed with Mortal Kombat 2.
Probably the shareholder.
What studio, by chance, is this movie made by?
Warner Brothers.
Oh, you mean the same Warner Brothers that gave the theatrical cut of Justice League a standing ovation in test screenings? The same Warner Brothers that came back with notes to David Goyer on the script of Man of Steel that said that whole plot point about Superman using his Kryptonian ship to stop the Kryptonian, we can't do that. Why not? Well, if he does that, then how's he going to get back to Krypton?
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Krypton blew up in the first 30 minutes of the movie, y'all. In case you forgot, like the fucking executives did. Is this the same Warner Brothers that hired a dude named James Gunn who said that The Flash was one of the best comic book movies that he's ever seen? That studio?
Yeah.
So why the fuck should I trust their word now? Why should I trust their word now when the second movie should have never got the green light in the first place because the first movie was so trash? The first Mortal Kombat movie was trash. Specifically talking the 2021, the other ones were all right for the time. That's beside the point. For that movie was awful. The foundation was laid terribly. And so the movie was greenlit before the first movie even came out. Did y'all know that?
No.
I'm pretty sure I brought it up multiple times. So have we learned nothing?
I feel like the second one's going to be better than the first one.
I think
That's not saying much when the first one was so bad.
But the first one was centered around a character that they made up on the spot. The second one is centered around characters that have already been established.
Still there.
Everybody.
Second one does look good. Me and Asia
but he's going to be a side character.
They look good.
What do you like about it? What's so good about it?
Asia.
I enjoyed the trailer. It looked really. I know that they like made somebody bald.
They made Jade bald.
Yeah, I know they made Jade bald.
People have been really hard on her for that.
But what's the actor's name from The Boys?
Urban.
That's.
But my thing is Johnny.
Casting.
When it comes to Mortal Kombat, Johnny Cage is my favorite Mortal Kombat character. So like, I'm hyped for that.
He's everybody's favorite character.
Are you hyped? Not really.
Since when?
I thought everybody liked Johnny Cage.
I ain't never heard nobody say Johnny Cage is their favorite character.
I thought we liked.
You won't hear it from me, but.
Yeah, I mean Carl Urban, he's a great actor too.
I had my gripes about Carl Urban being. I thought they.
But Tori, they came out and said it takes place later in his career, so it's an older Johnny Cage after his star has faded.
It's like his big comeback.
It's his comeback.
But here's my issue.
I thought, but then they had him wearing his young outfit.
That was like a flashback.
Yeah, maybe it was a flashback or something.
Now here's my question.
Yeah, Joe, if the second one looks good, what if it is good and then 2 and 3 are fire movies? What about that?
Here's my question though, David. You like Johnny Cage, right, Tori?
Yeah.
You, David?
Yeah.
Asia?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Do you like Cole Young?
No.
Why not?
We don't know who
because
he
he's
is.
still going to be in the movie.
They're phasing him out.
You still have to acknowledge the story bits that happened.
We're going to kill him. They're probably going to kill him off in a fatality, and that'll be the motivation for other characters.
Clip this so I can use this as evidence for later.
I don't know. I mean, Cole wasn't my choice for I wish they had Kung Lao as the main character or Luke. They didn't even show Liu Kang.
So forgettable. You can't even remember that Liu Kang was in the movie.
He was. When?
For like at least a good 2/3 of the movie. This is the problem. This is what I'm talking about.
When?
This first movie was
you said Liu Kang or
Liu Kang and Kung Lao.
I don't remember seeing Liu Kang.
He had the whole big old thing where he was fighting Cabal, and then Cabal's like, he's about to get his soul sucked. And the audience is like, what? And then he goes and watches Kung Lao die, and nobody stopped to help him.
I thought that was whatever his name is. The dude with the golden body, Cole Young. I thought that was Cole. I don't remember seeing Liu Kang. But anyways,
I don't remember the movie at all. I'll be honest. I remember the scene.
I'm
surprised you don't remember Tori because you remember every scene from every movie you ever seen.
I don't remember seeing
the movie's just that forgettable.
I don't remember seeing Liu Kang.
If it's that, if Tori forgot about it, there's got to be trash. Because
so again,
remembers
do you want the foundation
ever.
of your next Mortal Kombat movie to be that?
But hold on, Joe. I've already said that I felt like they shouldn't have called it Mortal Kombat 2. Just call it Mortal Kombat and then a new subtitle, Mortal Kombat Dark Sky. And then that's it. We don't need to connect it to the previous one. That's all I'm saying.
And again, my point is the movie should have never been made in the first place. We should not reward bad behavior.
I mean, but that's just like with the G.I. Joe movie. When they had Channing Tatum as the main character in that one.
Was he Duke?
Yeah, he was Duke. And then that man got killed in the first couple seconds of the second
one.
Oh, so that might happen here.
Crush me.
That's what I said.
They didn't even say what happened.
Might be out of here.
Marlon just disappeared.
He just wasn't there.
Yeah, he just wasn't there. They didn't even mention him, but they showed Duke getting killed. And then was that The Rock became the main character again?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it just because it can happen. They don't have to give him the shine. They don't even have to acknowledge.
Here's my issue
that he was the main character.
Here's my issue with the first movie. And I've stated this before, but the thing is, it's not a movie. It's just it's your popcorn flick. It's a throwback to the old days of Mortal Kombat movies where that one was all about the lore and the action. This one's about the lore, the action, the gore, but there's no real story. There's no real character development. They have the stupid Arcana plot point where if you're chosen by the Elder Gods...
Oh, they have a plot point.
Huh?
They do have a plot in the second one. It's supposed to be about Johnny Cage's comeback.
That's the only
I'll
thing
take-
you're talking about. What's
I'll
he
take
doing there? What about the actual Mortal Kombat tournament? What about Shao Kahn?
They
and the other
haven't
invaders from Outworld?
discussed that yet. He could be getting ready for his comeback, and then in order for him to solidify himself in his comeback, he has to go through the tournament.
This is why Mortal Kombat is cooked. Because the only thing that y'all are talking about with this movie is Johnny Cage. That's it. That's
He's the main
only
star.
selling point. But again, I do not trust these people to actually tell a fucking story.
Well, when it comes,
Otherwise, what are we doing to go see a movie for?
How about this? How about this? When it comes out, we go see it, and then we tell you about it. And if you like what we say, then
No, Joe has to come. We're doing a whole review. Hold on.
yeah. You got to watch it with us.
I ain't paying no money to go see it.
We'll use company funds, okay?
All right, that's still a waste of an investment if you ask me.
That's crazy.
But
it might. But if it's good, then what? All right, chat. Right now, Joe said the movie's going to stink. Right? Say it's going to be trash. Right?
Look, I'll put my money on that. I don't think the movie's going to be good.
So we'll mark that. We'll mark that, and we need some kind of punishment if it's good.
Punch.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What?
What is your problem?
You gotta. Joe's.
Hey, just switch me seats, bro. I'm not sitting next to this dude.
All right, I'll switch your topics. All right,
You're trying to paddle somebody over not liking the movie.
Ain't nobody say nothing about no paddle. I was gonna say make you watch.
That's y'all weird youngins, man.
Say, make you watch 5 episodes of One Piece in one night.
That's
like
on
worst. Stream.
Damn. But
that's crazy. Wait a minute, you rather get paddled than you know what?
Whoa! I don't know what y'all got going on. I heard it.
I said make him watch One Piece. He said that's worse. Worse than getting paddled.
I still take neither. But anyway.
All right,
but last word. Like I said, at the end of the day, you can put all your Mortal Kombat lore that you can say, oh, I remember that. Oh, y'all, I'm going to tell you this. If I do have to see this movie, I would still rather not pay for it at all. If I have to watch this dumbass fucking movie, and if I hear somebody say it has begun one more goddamn time, I'm walking out of the theater. I'm so fucking done with all of the old school Mortal Kombat lines and rehashes. Move on, goddammit. I'm tired of seeing it in the games. I'm tired of seeing it in the movies. I'm tired of hearing the same old theme song. I'm tired of the nostalgia baiting. Move on and be original.
Wait a minute, I thought you didn't like Mortal Kombat.
Here's my thing. I am a fan, or at least I was. I was a fan of Mortal Kombat. I can appreciate where the strengths are. The problem is the actual games and the movies don't deliver. And it's been that way for a very long time, even in the 3D era where the problems began, and that's my favorite era.
Did you play one?
Yeah, I've played them all, Tori. All except for Mortal Kombat. I played 11 a little bit, and I didn't touch MK1 except for one small time. But
how you know you hate it if you ain't played it?
Tori, I know enough to know I've just grown out of touch with Mortal Kombat, and 2, the game hasn't been that good anyways. Even pro players don't like playing it. The meta's all messed up. Why would I even bother? If I've been burned consistently since then, why would I bother with the next one?
I mean, maybe
no.
Because here's the thing. When it comes to something, whether if I like it or not, I refuse to go off of what other people are saying. I refuse to go off of what other people have graded it or whatnot. I like to go in and see for myself.
The reason I stopped playing Mortal Kombat, keep in mind, I pretty much fell out of love with the series by MKX. And that's been one of the biggest high points for the series in the modern NRS era. This is my own decision. I didn't like where the storytelling was going. I didn't like where the art direction was going. I didn't like where the gameplay was going. That was my decision. So before you even get to the worst times like MK11 and MK1, I was already off the boat. And again, this is what happens when you don't set yourself with a good foundation. With each new game, I just consistently keep getting disappointed. It's the same thing that almost happened with Street Fighter, because it apparently has this curse where every odd numbered game will always do poorly, but then every even numbered game will do great. By the end of Street Fighter 4's lifespan, I was like, okay, I'm getting tired of this. And then by the time that Street Fighter 5 came out, I lacked so much confidence because I didn't like where Street Fighter 4 ended. I didn't like Street Fighter Cross Tekken. And then by the time Street Fighter 5 came out, I made the pact to myself. I would not pay a single dime to the game that Capcom would see directly until I was satisfied with the direction that they were going in. And I held true to that up until Street Fighter 6 was announced. And then we got Street Fighter 6, and I've been very pleasantly surprised. Street Fighter 6 is amazing. I fucking love that game. It's up there with Tekken 8 for me. Tekken 8 haters, shut your asses up. We're not talking about you right now. And then when we get to Mortal Kombat, MK Deadly Alliance, that's where the problems began with its storytelling. MK Deception, it got a little bit worse. Armageddon is where it fell off. MK versus DCU was forgettable. MK9 was the reboot, but then we got more issues. MKX is trying to do something different, but then you got to throw away all this other stuff that made it good. You get to MK11 and it's starting adding on all these timeline shit that we didn't need. It's showing no commitment with its what?
Did you play it? Did you play MK11?
Like I said, I played it a little bit.
You didn't finish it?
But I watched the story. That's the thing. MK stories are more fun to watch than they are to play. So
I had fun playing that.
Real quick, hold on. We got Stacking Chips came through and says, my favorite crew, Trap Team. We in this. Appreciate you coming through.
You are too kind. We appreciate you. Also, what up, DB Dax? But again, my thing with MK11, like I said, I did not like the direction the story was going, and it's the same issue that they've had for years. They'll take a direction, and then they'll shift gears because they write themselves in a corner, and they don't know how to write out of it. Say what you want about Tekken's storyline and Tekken 6 and Jin being evil and taking over the world starting World War III, but they committed to their direction, and it paid off big time in Tekken 8 with one of the best fighting game story modes I've ever played, if not the best. So MK has no excuse where you've got all of this rich lore that has been around for like, over 30 years at this point? At least? And for you to still consistently fuck up the way you do, you've got no excuse. That's why the most excitement that people have had for MK in recent memories is a collection of their old shit. And we have to go back to nostalgia baiting for the Mortal Kombat 2 story again with their new movie.
Here's the thing.
Because they don't know how to do anything else. Mortal Kombat's 2 and 3. That's the only thing that they know how to do. And make references to the first movie. Say, it has begun, or your soul is mine, over and over again. Are you tired of seeing the same shit?
Wait, they didn't say
Apparently not, because apparently it's still 1992, according to Ed Boon and Mortal Kombat.
Were you talking about the old movie? Did they say that in the new movie?
Yeah, because they keep making all these references.
They didn't even. I feel like this new Mortal Kombat movie is gonna be great. I'm gonna stamp it there.
What would make it great in your book?
Johnny Cage.
Your standards are at the floor.
No.
That's how low it is.
Because Johnny Cage adds the comedy factor.
He does.
He adds the badass lines, the badass fighting. I mean. He's one of the only ones who don't rely on cheap gimmicks to win. That man is like
punches people in the balls, Tori.
That's part of there's no rules in a street fight. What do you mean? You got somebody throwing fireballs. You got another person biting people and shooting bones at people. Oh, I'm gonna punch, hit him where it hurts. I mean, that works, don't it?
Joe, they have questions for you.
Yeah.
Pizza Blade, first of all, is like, my guy who hurt you.
Mortal Kombat.
Marco B, what up? That's the homie Marco B.
What's good, bro?
Says, brothers crashing out. Oh my God. And then Bernard said, there was a comment where it says, y'all have the best topics from Bernard.
Dorian,
appreciate that.
I'm going to have to time you out, bro. All right.
Listen. Johnny Cage is my favorite.
Wait, Maverick says Johnny Cage been lame forever.
I can't trust what he says. I can't trust.
No, Johnny Cage is, like I said,
Johnny Cage is the best. What are you talking about? Like he's.
Is that like your role model?
What?
Is that your role model?
The hell you get that from?
You just
talking about?
I'm asking a question.
I said he's my favorite. You think I'm trying to worship this man?
You said he's the best.
He's the. Yeah.
But why though?
The best
why? Because he spouts out one-liners and corny jokes. When you watch the MK1 storyline, when they're when they're in the middle of a fight scene, it's like, stop right there, and then he chimes in, "You bitch."
I mean, that was like random line mashups that they do. They don't. They give a random line anytime they fight somebody.
Johnny Cage is cringy as fuck. I'm gonna just say that right now.
My thing is, I don't like Liu Kang. I feel like when they killed him off, I rejoiced.
And you want to know whose fault that is?
What?
The people behind Mortal Kombat when they don't know how to write an actual protagonist.
Why did you rejoice when he died?
Because he's trash. Who? You want to fight me now?
No, I'm not. Who's trash?
Liu Kang.
Damn, you almost Freudian slip right there. You almost said Johnny Cage, bro.
Yeah, Liu Kang.
For the clip.
Yeah.
Explain why Liu Kang is trash.
I feel like Liu Kang is trash. This man, like, everything he does is like, I feel like it's selfish. Like he's like, oh, I just want to do this. I don't want to do that. And then like they killed him off. I was like, fine, finally.
Are you talking in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, or are you
all
talking
of
MK9?
them. Like I hate that he's the main character because he really doesn't do much. He gets carried the entire time. Like this man has pretty much, Liu Kang is Harry Potter. Raiden is what's his name? Dumbledore. Pretty much that man been carried the whole time, and he relies. And then when it gets time to really do something, he was like, "Oh, I can't trust you. I don't want it." And then he get like, I feel like he's just, I don't like Liu Kang. Like that man, he does nothing to the storyline.
But again, you're taking all this anger out on the actual character rather than the people who made him that way. If I was in charge of Mortal Kombat, I could write Liu Kang to be an interesting character.
I wouldn't make him.
I could write a good dynamic between Liu Kang, Raiden, and Kung Lao. That's who the first movie should have been about. It should have been about Raiden guiding the Earth heroes because he can't directly get involved in the tournament. Stay consistent with that. Don't just have him wishy-washy teleport people away when it's convenient instead of when the homeboy is getting his soul sucked, as Cabal said. I could have had the whole thing with Liu Kang, a Shaolin monk, someone who's dedicated his life to the preservation of life and pacifism and Shaolin principles, who is suddenly thrown into a tournament ran by evil outworlders who can steal souls. He's forced to kill, breaking his code, and every time he kills, he makes the enemy stronger, but he can't stop killing because that's the only way to end the fights. There is potential for a story there if you actually gave a shit.
Everybody else would have made a better main character than Liu Kang.
Rook, we got two first
Then
time
why
chats,
is
y'all.
Cole Young such a trash character? Because that's clearly what they tried to do.
He's a trash character because they made him damn near just like Liu Kang.
So the issue once
He's
again
Liu
falls
Kang without
on
the fireballs, pretty much.
So once again,
and
the issue falls on the creative team. That's the problem.
All right, y'all. We got some first time chats I want to acknowledge real quick. I'm gonna mess it up, but IRL Miles says Street Fighter is better than MK. And then Relentless 15 says the brother is spitting. I believe that was in response to what Joe was saying.
Talking about me.
But maybe it was about Tori. I don't know. It's possible. And then IRL Miles also says hot take: Naruto is the GOAT of all anime. I'm not mad at that.
I mean, hey, look.
I mean, I get it.
Everybody. Yeah. Hey, of course you do, Asia.
I like Naruto.
I know you do. That's why you get it.
Okay, Asia. Question for you. We're switching topics here. Jessica Jones, it was confirmed that Jessica Jones and Punisher projects are returning under the MCU banner. You are a big fan of the Netflix, Marvel shows they had, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, et cetera, et cetera. So what are your thoughts on this news? Are you excited? Do you care?
Let's go. I mean, Daredevil, this newest season of Daredevil seemed to be more reminiscent of the old Netflix Marvel shows, that tone, that darkness that it has. So I hope that they're bringing her back in Daredevil, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's what they announced?
Yeah.
Oh, so it'll still have that grittiness to it that they really need?
The comeback is darker than what it was originally. So yeah, everybody's gonna be a little bit more darker this go around.
Yeah, that's what we need. I know my grandma is excited. I texted her and she sent me back a heart emoji because she's grandma really likes their Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. But yeah, so I'm excited for this. It's about time. And the Punisher?
Yes, they said that projects for both.
Whew.
I'm excited about the Punisher one more than any of them, honestly. But
I want to see Luke Cage.
That's the one they haven't announced. They haven't said Luke Cage yet. Or what's your boy's name? Iron Fist. Iron Fist.
That's because Iron Fist was
it wasn't received. It wasn't received.
Iron Fist wasn't good. Out of all of them, that's like ranked the lowest.
Have you seen Iron Fist, Tori?
Yeah, I seen it.
How was it?
I mean,
well, I was like getting it mixed up with Shang-Chi for a second.
I wish he was more like Iron Fist that I'm used to seeing.
Not your Iron Fist.
Not my Iron Fist.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I think they're going to bring back all of them. It seems like people are really excited about those. In my opinion, I'll just say this. I've always felt like the Netflix Marvel shows are better than the MCU Marvel shows by far. I'd much rather watch Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage versus
Agents of Shield.
Loki and Agents of Shield and Hawkeye and what's the other shows they did? She-Hulk and all that stuff.
All that garbage.
Honestly, all that multiverse trash. Nah,
that's crazy.
What's crazy? What do you mean?
You're considering all of them trash?
A good majority.
Compared to
WandaVision was cool.
WandaVision, you got Moon Knight. I mean the What If series. Oh, I guess
Nakim says, hold on. Oh, Vinsart says I agree. And Nakim, you said, what did I say? Nakim, I said that the Netflix Marvel shows are better than the MCU Marvel shows, and I'm talking about the live action ones. To clarify. But Tori disagrees. I think Tori, you love the MCU shows. That's. I
mean, because Tori loves all these 1,012 different characters. He likes to keep up with them. It reminds him of One Piece.
Oh, got it. That might be true.
To acknowledge what Beats of Blades said here, Marvel makes great movies. DC makes better animated film. Speaking of which, that actually just reminded me. Apparently, they're making a Batman Nightfall 3-part animated film thing.
What's Batman Nightfall?
Batman Nightfall was like the story where Bane and Batman first meet, and Bane broke Batman's back.
Oh, spoiler.
Look, man, how long has this comic been out, bro? Did you not watch The Dark Knight Returns? Where do you The Dark Knight Rises? Where do you think they got that idea from?
Okay.
Anyway,
no, that was I do want to see that. So they're doing a 3-part movie then?
Yeah, I really hope that they just make it a 1-to-1 adaptation, because if they do what they did with The Long Halloween and Batman Hush, where they try to mix it in with other continuities or try to change certain things up, don't do that, please.
Okay.
But in response to what you said, yeah, I think DC has made great films, but they're far less consistent than Marvel. We'll say that. But
they're more consistent with the movies. I feel like their movies consistently are pretty good.
Like you're talking about Marvel's movies.
No. I thought they mentioned animated movies, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. When it comes to DC's actual live action films, there are some hits for sure.
Yeah.
But they lack the consistency.
No, but I think they have the consistency in their animated films.
Well, obviously. Yeah.
Okay.
Animated films are way.
And I'm sure Marvel's got good animated films. I just don't think they get as much play as DC animated films.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
That's probably unfortunate.
But Tori, what about you? Do you care about Jessica Jones and Punisher coming back?
Yeah, I like the shows. I watched them.
Which was your favorite?
Of the
Netflix.
Of the Netflix greats.
I mean, The Defenders and Luke Cage. Those are my two.
I love The Defenders. The Defenders wasn't received well.
I thought it was just because of Iron Fist, though. They just hated Iron Fist.
People didn't like Iron Fist.
I liked him when he was with everybody else. I did not like him on his own.
There's a question for Tori, looks like. Stacking Chips asks, why is Doctor Doom slept on by casual Marvel fans?
I feel like he's slept on because he doesn't get enough screen time. The most screen time they gave him was in the early Fantastic Four movies.
I'm a casual fan. I sleep on Dr. Doom.
They sleep on him, but this man has single-handedly killed Thanos. He's changed the whole. He's Dr. Doom.
When?
See, that lets me know that man. Here's the thing.
He killed Thanos. When?
He ripped his spine out.
In what movie?
It wasn't in the. See, that's the thing. You gotta
You're not
look
gonna
past
pretend
the
that
movie.
Thanos wasn't one of your hear me out. So I'm gonna need
you like corduroy chin Thanos. I
love Thanos.
But yeah,
where did he do
Dr. Doom he's like a genius, but he's evil. And he has crazy technology. Like he's the reason why we have like the whole universe coming to where he redid the universe to where he is the leader, the god of that universe, and he changed to where Sue thinks she's married to him and their kids are theirs, and he made Reed his henchman, his side man. He made the wall that separates the different universes, and he turned Johnny into the storm that powers everything. Like that man is an evil genius. Like he's slept on because they haven't really showcased the things that he can do.
Okay, I got to ask you this question now.
Yeah.
So with all the things that you just said, Vince Art says in the comic, okay, now these things that he's done in the comics, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's got some potential.
But that's what they're going to do in the movie. That's what the movie. That's what it's about.
Did they actually
Yeah,
This is the level that we're talking as far as Doctor Doom.
Yeah, that's the what is it called? The plot of what he's going to be doing. But that man,
Fantastic Four movie then.
They didn't.
What did they have?
They didn't have a budget. They didn't have a budget.
I told you that one was trash. You defended it.
What? It was entertaining.
What?
It was entertaining.
Anything is entertaining.
I enjoyed it.
Okay, but now you're trying to go back and say they didn't do Dr. Doom well.
No, I'm saying
they haven't.
I'm saying they haven't showcased his power. They've done it in like the animated shows and the comic books.
I'm just confused.
But live action, they haven't.
I Dr. Doom and
he wasn't the main, but he wasn't the main bad guy for both movies.
For one of them.
For one of them, yeah. But what I'm saying is like they haven't that one movie. They didn't have enough. There wasn't enough time to showcase their powers because in the first movie,
don't seem that much in
the first movie, they had only had their powers for what a couple weeks, a couple months. That's just like when Joe said Spider-Man should have gotten over his issues. Like this man had just lost his family like that night, so he couldn't have got over and gotten better overnight. So I'm saying like they showcased his powers like barely. Okay, I'm saying like with this Doomsday coming up, they're gonna be able to showcase his powers and how evil he is.
A couple things. One, Nakim says here the first two Fantastic Four films are guilty pleasures. The first remake is a Johnny hot mess.
Yeah.
The latest one was okay. Totally accurate statement. That is about as cold a take as it gets. Second, did you see that little teaser or whatever that they did for Avengers Doomsday at Comic-Con?
No,
I know it was like some little recorded thing, but it was kind of nothing. It was literally just a whole bunch of chairs.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a while ago. Yeah,
had like
I hated that.
Yeah,
because I hated it because it was a live stream. Who's gonna sit there and watch chairs?
Damn, that was
they were letting you know
that was worse than that.
They were letting you know who's in it.
And that was the way to do it. Watch a 5-hour live stream with some chairs in slow motion.
I mean,
watch that?
I would. I mean, I did see clips from it, but yeah. I mean, I'm excited to see who they're gonna have in it.
I'm excited. I like the idea of announcing them. That's cool. But the way that was terrible execution. You got to be honest. You tell me that was good marketing.
Maverick said they hated it.
Yeah, everybody hated it, but you.
I mean, listen, I was just excited.
Bro, you can't be caping for Marvel this much,
I'm
bro.
Not. All I'm saying is what I liked about it. I like to see who's gonna be in it.
Yes, but I'm talking about the execution. Chairs.
But what would you rather see? Would you want to see some clips while they still filming?
Honestly, I would rather anything. It could have been selfies
no, don't need no selfies. Like,
it could have been anything. Chairs.
You see the names of the people, then you know what characters.
But it was a 5-hour live stream.
5-hour live stream. Okay.
That's okay.
Didn't Iceman do like a 3-hour live stream and it was ass?
Don't punch him in the Drake. Okay, let me acknowledge this real quick, and then I got a question for y'all. So, IRL Miles asks, I have a question for y'all. Who would finish first in one night? Batman fighting Spider-Man villains or Spider-Man fighting Batman villains? So pretty much, you put Spider-Man in Gotham and you put Batman in New York, I guess. There's a very clear, and again, we talked about this. There's a very clear disadvantage that Batman would have fighting against Marvel villains or Spider-Man villains. If he's operating in New York, the Batmobile ain't getting nowhere.
There it is.
Traffic.
Because that traffic is a doozy.
Hey, look.
That's the greatest villain he's ever faced right there.
I play Arkham Knight. I be running on foot. I'm barely in the car. I'm on foot the whole time.
That's in a basically unpopulated city. If we're talking New York traffic,
you can't run down the sidewalk.
First off, you ain't running nowhere. You can get side swiped. People don't use turn signals. New York rats are the depth road. It's Batman would have no shot. So I think Spider-Man takes that one clean. Now back to you guys. So here's my question. Tori, I ain't even trying to hear what you're about to say on this one.
That's crazy.
David and Asia, let me ask you this question. So Avengers Doomsday is coming up. How long until we got until that one?
I think next year, right? At the end of next year.
How many more movies we got until then?
I think just one. I think just Spider-Man, right, is the only one that comes out before. I thought.
Okay.
I could be wrong. Tori, you could correct me.
Okay, let me ask you this question. This is a genuine concern here. So we know Dr. Doom's going to be the main big bad villain.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't actually seen him in anything prior. He got the cameo at the end of Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it, right?
Yeah, because he's mainly a Fantastic Four villain.
So we're just gonna drop Doctor Doom in this new movie, where this is supposed to be a big event that brings back everybody, and he's supposed to be bigger and badder potentially than Thanos. When we've only really gonna see him in that one movie.
No, he's gonna be in other ones.
How many
I
others?
believe so. I can't. I don't. I'm not.
I don't think that many movies are coming out until.
They got two.
Yeah.
They got two. They got
So it was
They got Secret Wars, and then they got Doomsday.
I think Doomsday's coming out first, though, right?
Huh?
Doomsday's coming out first.
Yeah, Doomsday first.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. There's no. Joe's point is that there's not a lot of movies. Like Thanos was built up from like 8 movies.
But here's the thing. I'll go back to it. I'll still say Kang was a better introduction.
But we ain't talking about that right now.
But Thanos. But here's the thing. Doctor Doom. Just because you haven't seen him, that man is a bigger threat than Thanos.
But I think Joe's point is don't you need to introduce that character to the audience before you just throw him in?
This is
like
introduction.
Thanos was introduced
that man had 2-second cameos. 2 seconds. That's nothing. That is nothing.
But at the same time, you still build up.
All you do is show his face. You show his face. They show his face, and they be like, "Oh, that's amazing."
No, they did more than that. And they talked about him a lot. They talked about him. And so many movies they said, "Oh, he's this, he's that, he's this." He was built up, bro. You got to.
And on top of that, they also built up the Infinity Stones because if you remember in that garbage sequel, Avengers 2, they actually showed like the Mind Stone. They acknowledged that.
Yeah.
And I think there's probably some other stuff in Guardians of the Galaxy, whatever. I ain't watched that bullshit. But the point being that there was actually a degree of presence that was built up. You got the sense that Thanos was the big bad. And it's like at this point, all we've seen of Doctor Doom is that one thing where you can't even see his face. It's just his back turned and you see a green cloak. And then you're supposed to go into Avengers Doomsday. I hope this is the first chapter in a couple others because it doesn't seem like they're setting up.
All I'm saying is Doctor Doom is 10 times better than Thanos.
But according to what? Is it going to feel weird?
We gotta wait and see.
But
right?
the thing is,
I'm telling y'all, I'm letting y'all know what y'all gonna see. And you
how
do you work for Marvel? What are you talking about?
I damn do since I got the most Marvel knowledge in this room.
Damn.
Oh, y'all are refuting whatever y'all refuting everything I'm saying about it when I'm telling y'all what y'all gonna see. And then when y'all see it, they be like, "Oh, well, I guess that was right." Like, just listen to what I'm saying. That's just like you go to war and the platoon leader's telling you what you like. Nah, I don't think so. I'm gonna do it. Like, you gotta follow the order. I'm telling y'all. Thank you.
Fire says, "Listen to Tori." So if Fire is agreeing with Tori, must be right. All right.
I mean, okay. So look, Fired on Your Day. I've got the last word. So One Piece trash, according to Fired. So sounds like this man's got the juice. I don't know what to tell you, but anyway, my point being, does it not feel a little odd where you have such little setup? Is this the correct move?
But here's the thing: if
people have been waiting for, like the next big Endgame or Infinity War.
If you need 7 movies to establish a bad guy, what are we doing? Because like there's been plenty of movies where they show a bad guy for the first time and it ends up being a good movie. But is that a Thanos level threat? Do you need? He's worse than Thanos. But
I'm talking about from the perception of the audience and how you build up the story.
You got to watch the movie. You don't need 5-6 movies just to know that somebody's a bad guy.
Like for example, Killmonger, great villain, 1 movie.
But is Killmonger a big Thanos level threat in terms of like
he was a Black Panther level threat, but Doctor Doom is a planetary Avengers level threat.
And you expect to establish all that with 1 movie, and you never.
Yes, just watch it.
It's possible.
That's the Matori.
Doctor Doom.
That's the Tory mentality in a nutshell. Just watch it.
Doctor Doom beat Thanos without an Infinity Gauntlet.
I know
he doesn't need these. That's what I'm
hyped. No, Tori got me hyped now.
I'm telling y'all.
I'm hyped now. Tori and Coulson.
My brother met him at the airport. Actually, he met Clark.
Bernard Jr. says, "Go to the comics." And then hold on, Tori. Brian says the setup is what made Endgame peak. What about that? The setup. You ignoring the setup.
You can't ignore the hype train built it up like crazy.
I mean, hold on. Asia, you're an MCU fan. You're getting your mic on. But did the setup of Thanos make seeing him later in the Avengers movies hit harder?
Yeah, definitely. I think that was what I really enjoyed about it.
Wait,
just because you had to see all the movies And it was like a little sweet treat to see Thanos at the end and know that he was coming. He was getting closer and closer. And then finally, in that one last end scene before he came out, he was like, fine.
I'll do it myself.
Oh! That shit was so hard.
If that would got your rocks off, I feel sad for you.
What you mean that was hard? That wasn't hard.
So, as opposed to that, the real buildup that we needed, if Thanos had just stood next to a baby and was like, that would have done it for you, huh?
No. So y'all over here getting hyped off of Thanos end credit scenes, off of something he wasn't in the whole movie, but in the end credit. Oh, I'm so excited!
Corey,
like what?
Why are you saying this? Like you didn't stay at the end credits of every one of these movies?
I stay for the end credits for any movie I see. What are you talking about?
But you over here glazing the Dr. Doom stuff.
I'm telling y'all what y'all gonna see.
We're talking about the movies, though.
It don't matter. I'm telling y'all gonna see it in the movie.
Oh, listen,
y'all want it. How many end credit scenes of Dr. Doom do y'all need to see? Be like,
what about what Brian W. is saying? The build-up.
The build-up. You're gonna see. Just watch the damn movie. Y'all don't need 7, 8 movies just to build up one person. What movie do y'all want to see?
You say that they don't need that as if that strategy didn't work.
But you gotta think. Thanos. Okay. What movies do need to come out for y'all to see? Wait for the end credit to see Doomsday or Dr. Doom. What do y'all need to see? This man is about to do.
I like to know what the big threat.
They're gonna show you in the movie. They're gonna show you in the movie.
But why? But they can't introduce it. They can give me a little sweet.
Before you saw Black Panther, I know Dave hasn't seen it yet, but before that, it was like, I don't know who Killmonger is. Where's the build up for this guy?
No, I'm not saying it. It's just that for these movies, these Captain America, these Thor movies, these Spider-Man movies, we all know they're all going to team up to fight one villain. I want to know who that villain is.
Okay, but they didn't. No, just
hear me out. I just want to see it intertwined in the movies at the end, so I know what we're leading up to.
I thought y'all didn't give a damn about multiversal stuff. But now y'all want to see build up. Y'all want to see them in other movies and all that. Why don't you just watch what they give you, and then you'll get all the answers you need. Y'all expecting to see 17 movies just to build up one person. What's happening in between? I don't need to see all that. I just want to see.
I don't need to see all that coming from somebody who watches One Piece. Oh. And it's nothing, and it's a whole bunch of filler. Just hear me out.
Are you a damn blind to her?
You know what? What build up did you need for Voldemort? What build up did you need?
They built him up. No. They built him up.
They built him up. Now you talking out of your ass, bro. No, now you talking straight out of the crack of your ass.
I swear.
He was built up from the first movie.
They showed him in the first movie, so you knew Voldemort was a bad guy in the first movie, right?
Yes.
Okay then. So you about to see Doomsday as a bad guy in this movie.
No, hold on. Oh, no, go ahead. No. Well, sorry. There's one thing that you're missing. There's a disconnect that you are missing here for everybody else. You already got the build up. You already been like,
okay,
you already read the comics.
But what y'all?
So what about the movie fans?
Y'all basing this movie off of Thanos.
No,
get off that nigga's chin.
But the problem
is, off his chin.
All this hype that you established.
Y'all don't need all these introductions just to see he's a bad guy.
You got the introduction already.
No, y'all basing this movie y'all basing this one movie off of what y'all saw with Thanos.
But I'm saying, Tori, you already got the information about Dr. Doom. Asia doesn't have it. She never read the comics.
So you mean to tell me any movie that you see with a bad guy, you need to see the build-up. I need to see why this bad guy's a bad guy.
This is the formula that Marvel has created. And it's a formula
that's like they did that with one bad guy.
And it
was because it was the biggest one.
Look at Spider-Man. They didn't need no build-up for none of that. Exactly.
Wait, which one are you talking?
Any of the Tom Holland. They didn't need build-up for these bad guys.
So you tell me that No Way Home didn't need no build-up? Even though the entire movie was based on the continuity of other characters?
So you mean to tell me the first Spider-Man Tom Holland movie, you need to build up for the bad guy? The second Spider-Man movie, you need to build up for that guy? The third one, they just threw that in there. They did that for nostalgia purposes, but it worked.
This is the crucial detail you're missing. We're not talking about your one-and-done movie villains. If this is supposed to be the big bad, bigger than the biggest movie villain,
y'all are glazing in this chat about.
Right, because Thanos was like a...
Chat is agreeing with me. Y'all the only ones
hold on.
got the blinders on.
Tori, hold on. Hear me out.
Thanos' chin is blocking y'all from seeing Dr. Doom right now. That man is dead and gone. We don't need to talk about it no more.
No, hold on, Tori.
That man is ashes on the playing field.
Hey, be respectful though.
No, hold up. Here, listen to my point.
I don't give a damn about Barney Chin Thanos. I don't care.
This is why he's trying not to listen, because I'm about to shut down his whole
You
argument.
can shut it. You can't shut it down.
I'm about to.
Wait, are you hating on Thanos?
I don't listen.
No, hold on.
No,
No, hold on. I'm
not
gonna get him
hating
real
on
quick.
Thanos.
I'm gonna get him.
All I'm saying is that y'all basing these Marvel movies. Y'all basing everything off of. Well, we need to build up. We need to see multiple things of him. We need to see more movies. We need to see some after credit scenes. We need to see all these things to show why Dr. Doom is showing up. No, we don't need that. That's what I'm telling you.
Brian agrees with Tori.
No, hold on. Hear me out on
And
this.
also, Bird on Instagram agrees with Tori. So maybe Tori's on this.
No, hold on.
The chat
Like I
is
said,
agreeing with Tori.
I'm about to shut it down.
Okay.
Because again, when we're talking about the level of villains that we're seeing on these films, Thanos and Infinity War and Endgame, that was a cinematic event. You cannot deny. The hype train leading up to it was unreal. Unlike anything we've seen in films before, maybe second only to Voldemort, because that was built up over multiple films. Imagine, Asia, if you get to, what was it, the Deathly Hallows or something, and you had never seen hide nor hair of Voldemort. Maybe he was mentioned in one movie, and then all of a sudden he's introduced, and you're expected to believe that this is the ultimate villain of the Harry Potter universe.
It's impossible to wrap my head around that.
Exactly. The level of hype would not have been there.
No.
He would have been no different than a Killmonger or anything like that. The level that of what you got at a Killmonger and Thanos is not the same, if not only for the level of hype that they built up around Thanos. Yeah, you've got the power scaling. Yeah, you've got the feats that he accomplished. But if you didn't build it up, it would not have reached the same height that it would have. So, people, as Marvel fans, confirm, have y'all been waiting for the next big build-up that they're heightening up, like the next Endgame?
I want to know who's worse than Thanos, because he was pretty damn bad.
Hold on. Well, it's supposedly...
Let me hear Joe, Tori.
No, because it's supposedly supposed to be Dr. Doom, but do you feel like they've established a presence? Do you feel like, oh shit, this is coming? I need to see every Marvel movie that comes out because I need to see Dr. Doom. What's he building up next? What's he gonna do?
They just had a Fantastic Four movie.
They had one Fantastic Four movie.
Fantastic Four movie, and they referenced him.
What did he do?
That's your introduction right there.
Him talking to a baby.
Yes, that's your introduction.
Did he even have any spoken dialogue?
It don't matter.
Did you even see his face?
It don't matter. Thanos first when he didn't say nothing. That man was just sitting there looking stupid.
And yet, even more, they escalated every time. They showed him talking to people in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Man had 3 lines. And
your politics for me. Your anger is that of a pouty child. All that build up, the fine, I'll do it myself. You read it, you run from it, but destiny arrives all the same. I'm not even a Marvel fan, and I know this shit.
Yeah,
I haven't even seen the 2 fucking movies.
That's how iconic those lines are, Tor. You got to give credit to those Thanos.
Y'all haven't even seen the movie. Y'all don't even know what Dr. Doom gonna be saying.
Neither do you.
It don't
You're
matter.
making assumptions
I'm gonna watch it though. I'm gonna watch it though. Y'all over here saying y'all over here comparing Doom to Thanos, saying he should have the same build up. What fucking movies do y'all want to see when they just brought the Fantastic Four into the franchise?
The problem here is they've lost the plot. They've lost
you don't even know what the plot
They've lost their direction.
How do you know that?
As you said, they were trying to build up Kang the Conqueror, and then that got thrown away. So let's do something desperate. Let's bring in Dr. Doom, but people don't know who the fuck Dr. Doom is, so let's just bring Robert Downey Jr. back and call it multiverse. It's a desperate tactic. It's a gimmick.
Listen,
they're not building it up properly, so you're never going to reach the same heights that you had with Infinity War and Endgame.
Listen.
And you can't deny that.
I will deny that.
And this is why people are talking about superhero fatigue in movies. Because after it peaked at Endgame and Infinity War, and it's never hit that height again.
They was talking about superhero fatigue Endgame and No Way Home. They was talking about fatigue then, but it turned out to be great.
Wait, can I ask a question to Asia and Tori? I'm curious about something Joe said.
Go for it.
Do y'all think bringing Robert Downey back was a gimmick and cash grab, or was this a great storytelling move? I mean, one at a time. Hold on.
100%.
All right, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Tori.
Ladies first. Go ahead.
It was definitely a cash grab. Listen, wasn't this around the time Endgame was over and the last few movies weren't as, as good as they could have been? Am I false that was that time period?
That was after Eternals. That was after
so we've had some flops.
Multiverse of Madness.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm sorry. we have a trajectory of flops.
Mhm.
Damn.
And then all of a sudden, we know what worked when Marvel made billions of dollars. One of the first few times, it was the Iron Man movie. Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man has been hailed as one of the greatest superhero portrayals of all time. You know, we talk about that. I mean, why not back the Brinks truck up to Robert Downey Jr.'s house and say, "Hey,
Save us.
we need you, bruh.
Let's also not pretend.
Tag, you're in."
And the chat, Tori, Vince Arts, Bernard, and Brian all say cash grab.
You didn't even hear my.
Oh, we didn't. We did. No, I want to hear what Tori says.
I'll
Yeah,
be down there.
I need
Okay.
a visual aid.
Okay, my bad. My bad.
I feel like it's both. I
Okay.
feel like it's a cash grab,
All right.
and it's a way to have a new, interesting storyline. Because what if this Doctor Doom was like? What if he was him the whole time? You know what I'm saying?
Was that in the comics?
I mean,
Him what, huh?
yeah, there is a comic book like that. But what I'm saying is, it could be another way to introduce another timeline. But it actually has happened though. But I feel like it's both because they could do the same timeline with any actor. What I'm saying, I feel like it's both. It's another way to have a great time storyline, and it's definitely a cash grab.
DB Dax agrees with me.
And again, you cannot pretend that this whole moment at Comic-Con was not just one big, was a big memeable moment. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Brian W. responds, Joe, and says if they revealed RDJ as Doom in the movie, that would have been better.
Oh, I low-key kind of agree with that.
I'm just saying.
Fryer says, Joe, you know a lot of information for someone who doesn't like Marvel. Are you just hating?
And again, I'm not a Marvel hater, as people like to say. I've grown up with Marvel as well. I've grown up with Spider-Man and X-Men and all that. I've even watched a few MCU films. I have very bad luck as far as which ones I do watch. I miss out on Civil War, or at least I think I did. I can't even remember if I saw it or not. And then I watched Eternals, and I'm like, well, that wasn't very good. I watched No Way Home. I thought it was all right.
Stack and Chips, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm trying to get them to sit back,
What
relax.
Stack and Chips say? Hold on.
Stack and Chips says, yes, they have a comic book where Tony Stark is Dr. Doom. I keep trying to tell them that, but they won't listen.
And
I'm
yet,
trying to get them to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
And yet here we
Y'all don't
are
even know
once
where-
again,
y'all don't even know
where
where
I've
we're
got to
going.
bring up the same point that I did before, where all this talk about the comics and all this lore, what if it comes out and it doesn't follow the comics? What if it comes out and it's not as good as what was in the comics? What if it comes out and it's a disappointment?
Infinity War and all that didn't follow the comics.
Once
It was multiple comic books intertwined, just like No Way Home and Endgame and all of them. Turned out to be great movies.
It's going to come down to execution.
What you're saying right now.
But what you're saying is you're basing all of this backstory and knowledge off of stuff that you've read.
I haven't been
but
wrong
it has
yet.
no bearing on the actual movie because you don't know what they're going to follow and what
But
they're
I
not.
haven't been wrong yet.
Put it this way. Me, big DC fan, love Zack Snyder's Justice League. Darkseid is my all-time favorite comic book villain ever. But does Darkseid in the Snyder Cut or any of the future movies that he planned with him in Zack Snyder's other films, does that match up to the heights that Darkseid has reached in my favorite story like Final Crisis or JLA Rock of Ages or any of the new stuff? No. Darkseid has done some cosmic level shit, but the movie probably wouldn't have done that. So I can't place my expectations as a comic book fan on the movie. I need to engage honestly with what the movie does. That's why you got to put all these assumptions to the side. You can't walk, David. Would that set you up for disappointment if you watched a Superman movie and you saw in the comics that Superman did some crazy shit like tune his voice, his vocal cords to the exact opposite frequency of an interdimensional god to erase his existence completely? And then you get to the movies and you see him using his ice breath to blow out a fucking a burning jet or something. And it's like, well, I've seen him do better stuff before, but this was what I read in the comics. Why couldn't they do that? Would that set you up for disappointment a little bit? This is what I'm saying. So all this comic book knowledge, it's nice to have that. And it's good that people are engaging with comics because comics are amazing. But to walk in with expectations about things or giving things a pass, saying, you don't have to explain it. You don't have to give me backstory or details because I've read the comics. Well, good for you. What, you want a cookie? Because the rest of these people out here haven't done the shit. The rest of the goofies that are just there looking for something to do on the weekend, they don't know this shit.
But
so they go into the movies and they're not as invested as we are.
You're assuming they're not going to address any of that when you watch the movie. You haven't seen the movie, but you already casting it aside saying it's going to be this, that, and the other.
I'm not saying it's going to be trash or not. I'm just saying I'm
letting you know how it's going to be.
I am voicing a concern. I'm not just going to blindly support and say, hey, look, just go see whatever they put out. Just go see it. Do you not see here how dangerous of a mentality that is? Because you'll set yourself up for disappointment that way. That's how people got so upset with movies like Thunderbolts or what's it called?
Eternals.
Exactly. I couldn't even fucking remember the name of it. Or Thor Dark World.
But here's the thing.
But people just get invested to go see it because it's like, well, it's the next Marvel movie. Just go see it.
People said the same, like I said, people said the same thing about No Way Home and all of that.
Or again, if the same mentality applied to DC films, people would be fucking out. If everybody was like, hey, the new DC joint's coming out. What's this one called? The fucking Wonder Twins. I don't know what the fuck the Wonder Twins on, but it must be good because it's DC. You know, I like the Superman movie.
He wants a build. Y'all want to build up on on these movies. Like how many movies do you want to see? How many movies will it take for you to be satisfied with a new bad guy coming?
It's going to come to
at least like two.
2 movies?
Yeah,
you got 1. That's good enough.
It wasn't even a good intro. It was just him holding.
It didn't need to be. It didn't. It built up.
Thanos had good intros.
No, he didn't.
Huh? He has iconic lines.
He was iconic lines. Don't give you.
I love how you're rewriting history for your own convenient points.
All I'm saying.
So you're gonna sit here and pretend that back in the day you didn't give a fuck when Thanos said, "Fine, I'll do it myself," and he grabbed the Infinity Gauntlet.
It didn't. I mean, it didn't grip me like he gripped y'all.
I'm lying.
It didn't.
And yet, you were in the theaters every time until the end of the credits sequence.
Regardless, I told y'all about superhero stuff with me.
So you're going to pretend that you're not invested as if you didn't do exactly what they wanted you to do.
I'm just saying.
You're the first. You're the patsy. You are exactly what they're looking for. They've got your money every step of the way.
Me telling y'all about these movies. Have I been wrong yet?
Now you've been conditioned just to say yes.
Right a lot of times. The chat,
and you know something else?
The chat agrees with
I've been right a lot of times too, and the vindications just keep on coming.
But I've been right about these Marvel movies, and then this. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to give y'all the points and all that, and y'all still riding the fact that you want to see build up.
No, but you were wrong about. You said Kang the Conqueror was introduced better than Thanos.
He was.
That's a lie.
That's not a lie. I looked at the comments on that video, and they say he's right. Kang had a way better introduction. Thanos had 2-second lines. I was like, oh, he's there. Oh, he showed him again. Oh, he just put on a glove. Look, Kang had a way better introduction. If y'all had watched it like I watched it, y'all would know that Kang had a way better introduction.
So you mean to tell me if they'd stayed the course, then this would have been better than Avengers Endgame?
Yes. Kang, listen, I don't know if y'all know I don't know if y'all know how bad Kang is. I don't know if y'all know. Y'all probably don't know. Y'all saw him in Ant-Man. Y'all think that's the only Kang. There's multiple Kangs.
I saw him in Loki too. He didn't do much, but
what's so good about it?
Yeah, see, that's my point. Y'all don't know. And y'all didn't even watch. Did you finish Loki? Did you finish watching it?
I watched the first season.
Okay.
And I got all the way to the end when he was introduced. But I just remember him sitting at a desk talking.
Because y'all wasn't listening.
Isn't it unfair to ask us to go to understand comic book movie characters? We have to go read comics.
No,
isn't that
Kang
unfair?
had a way better introduction to Loki. That man literally gave y'all the game plan. He told y'all what he is. That man wrote Thanos's he wrote that man's script. He wrote that. He wrote Thanos into existence. He did all of that. He put all the pieces together, and that's just like me saying, "Oh, well, I don't like the creator. I just like the person that worked for him." Like literally, Kang wrote the storyline to the person that y'all riding right now.
Chin riding is crazy.
My final word. Ever since post-Endgame, I think Marvel has lost direction, and I think it's only gotten worse and worse as the years have gone on. Yeah. Does anybody here remember the post-credit scenes at the end of the Eternals, where they set up oh, I'm this guy, and this is Thanos' brother, and we're gonna do something important. And then there's this guy who's got this magical sword. Has that gone anywhere yet?
What?
Exactly. So you don't even know. What does anybody remember what the post credits of Shang-Chi was building up? Or Multiverse of Madness? Like,
Yeah.
they've had like their little direction that they started to go in, or they'll set something up and then that'll go nowhere. They'll switch gears, and now this is their last ditch effort to try and salvage something.
I want to know, Tori, do you agree that and Asia, do you agree that Marvel's direction has been questionable post Endgame, or do you think it's been smooth sailing?
Oh, it's been
I mean,
okay.
it
It
had its ups and downs, but a lot of
ups and downs.
You say terrible,
you can't ignore the fact that the fans have partook in some of that, because
how so?
Right after Endgame and all of that, fans or new fans or casuals are like, whoa, we want to see
casuals. Why you say it like that? Why can't I be a casual fan?
Because a lot of people
why can't I enjoy a lot of the casuals? See, this is my problem with you comic book people. Yes, you comic book people.
Yo, but you're giving us a bad name, man.
Enjoy it.
I'm not gatekeeping nothing.
Comics, that's all y'all say.
Because you
put it on a damn shirt. That's all y'all say all day long. Read the comics. Some people don't want to
even without reading the comic books. Even without reading the comic books, you casuals have been like, oh, well, I want to see. They do the same thing that people did with Dragon Ball Z. Oh, I want to see such and such. Why are they not here anymore? Well, if such and such not here anymore, I don't want to see it. Well, this isn't. Y'all don't want to be introduced to any new characters. Y'all want to be.
Not true. We want just good introduction to those characters in this movie.
No,
they were literally introduced to Thanos, and that turned out great.
No, because y'all was shitting on movies before they even came out. Because there's no.
Tori, we were really happy these last 10 years that these movies were dropping. This decade that they ran and owned, we were excited for all those movies.
I don't think y'all was. I've been watching. I've been watching y'all.
No, Thor. Now hold up. I gotta acknowledge Dorian loves Kang build up. Doesn't need Doom build up. Make it make sense, y'all.
I'm telling y'all. Kang had a decent build up, but Doom doesn't need it.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Because we've already seen Kang's build up, but y'all haven't seen. We haven't even seen the movie yet. I'm tripping now. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Oh, my God.
All I'm saying is that all the questions you got right now will be answered when the movie come out.
Look, man, Marvel's got you by the balls, man. I'm just saying. You've already invested. You're already in too deep. It's going to
be a great movie.
You're already in too deep. Now you'll just take whatever they serve on the plate, man. Oh, peas again?
I know.
Maybe if you had read the peas comic, you could have learned about it. All I'm saying is the peas are way better than the carrots. No, I don't need to know it's on the menu. Just put it on the plate.
I'm saying all the movies after Endgame, and I'm not saying everything before that. I'm talking about anything for the new Avengers and all that stuff. Everybody was hating on the fact that it's not the original cast, especially when Anthony Mackie became Captain America.
But it was trash before that. Come on, we got to be honest.
Yeah,
it was already falling.
Don't do that.
That was recent. They've been falling off before that.
Soldier was amazing.
The show?
Yeah.
No, that was cool. But
as soon as he got Cap Shield, people was already.
Hold on, we got Thor. What's it called? Love and Thunder. Come on,
I enjoyed them.
That was garbage, and you know it.
Here's the thing. No, y'all don't like it. Y'all don't like it because
it was dumb.
No, Thor went through,
and he lost brain cells.
No,
and made him an imbecile.
He had mental issues. He went through mental health issues. That man watched his father die. He watched his mother die. His brother die. He watched his whole world be destroyed. He had to kill his sister.
He had
to go through all of that.
It was too
and then he blamed himself for the world being snapped away. That man went through everything. So yeah. So when people go through all these things, it affects their mental, and that's why I didn't fault him for joking and all that stuff, because he was coping.
Now,
but hey, y'all do that.
I feel like you added this on. Was this actually in the movie?
What?
Like expressed that he was coping, and that's why he was all.
Did y'all not see the movies leading up to it? Y'all talk about build up. This man became one because of the build up of his life.
But if the actual execution doesn't deliver on that, if that's not an actual theme in the movie that's expressed,
all I'm saying, My final line is just watch the movie. Just watch the movie. I'm telling y'all.
Brian
I'm letting y'all know it's gonna be good.
Love and Thunder was bad. I'm sorry. Dorian says Love and Thunder was too campy. Everybody's I'm telling you, bro. Love and Thunder was
Only
not
thing
good,
good about
bro.
it was probably Christian Bale as the Gore the God Butcher.
No, and that was a waste of Christian Bale for MCU. They could.
Yeah.
Would you rather put on a bat suit?
No, I'm saying it's like put Christian Bale. He's too good of an actor to waste in a trash movie.
I don't know. I thought
that was worse than Thor: Dark World. I'd rather watch Thor: Dark World than Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, 10 times over.
Damn, that's hurtful.
All right.
All right. Well, that is our. We're out of time.
3 hours on the
We had
chart.
some other stream. We had some other topics to get to, but we are out of time. We'll save them for next time. But appreciate y'all who stuck around for the full 3 hours. Again, thank y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank y'all for coming through. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, what's up?
Keep an eye out on our clips pages on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Oh yeah, we got
all the highlights.
We should have our order in before the next stream.
Oh yeah, well next stream we'll have some props and stuff. So it won't be next week, but the week after.
Should we let them know to keep an eye out for
Is that the day?
Future endeavors?
I think so.
Sure. What day is it gonna be, Joe? 30th.
Yeah, October 30th. So the day before Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So should we let them know about what we working on?
Which one?
Huh?
Which one?
About the stuff.
The props. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, chat. I don't know if y'all like Trapped in Anime or any of us or whatnot, but we have merch coming. We have shirts, hoodies, pillows, if you want it, stickers. We got a little bit of everything. So
stay
tuned. We will have cups, shirts, all kinds of merch. So be on the lookout. We'll have a little taste. We'll have a little taste for y'all next time we stream. So be on the lookout.
Yeah.
We'll see you then.
All right. Later, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through.
Later. Oh, we got a comment. Is Cloudy Chat coming?
That'd be cool, but maybe we'll get a collab going one time at some point.
Yeah.
So y'all be on the lookout. We got some great stuff coming.
Oh, what up, Black Roseberry?
What's up?